By the way, Jersey Joe, you check out. I cut the pits. There's no way I'm going to give you any material to use on me. Watching you, JJ. You sickie. Fam. Countdown. What? Oh, we say it's 72. Oh. Is it making you crazy? Don't drink no coffee. Man, I mean, don't drink no coffee between now and maybe next Wednesday, man, because it's going to be hard to calm down between now and then. Hey, the headlines read, and I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm thinking? The lies are going buck wild right now. I couldn't even get into them. Because every time I read them, I say, oh, no. That cannot be true. There's like several teams that are making shots that are directly going to affect us if any of them are true. Raiders, boy, Raider fans in here today. Boy, you mother. Anyway, hey, the second round pick, let's talk about something more pleasant, all right? The second round pick may be bigger mystery than the first. And everybody's been trying to talk about that. So, pretty much the first round pick, I mean, people got an idea. It's going to be one of three people, right? But what's going to happen to that second round pick, and where is the priority? See, this is the thing. Where is the 49er priority? Not your personal priority, but the 49ers priority. What do you think they're going to go with that next, right? I got an idea that wide receiver is it. I really do now. I was thinking offensive lineman, yeah, maybe, but not so quick. Safeties, I've already went through the thing with the safeties, and beyond, but beyond that, it is because they got too many safeties. The 49ers got more safeties than a bakery's got rolls. You know what I mean? Because they're going to want to see if it's like an embarrassment. You lose face if you go get another safety. That means all them dudes you picked up ain't none of them worth the damn. I'm telling you, I guarantee you that's what the 49ers are thinking. So I got to feel the wide receiver is just going to be one of the position groups the 49ers are hoping to improve via the draft. As I just mentioned, the team is not expected to use a number 2 overall pick to add a receiver, but could use a later selection for a pick. How will they do so is the question. You guys going to go down in the first round and trade back up all of a sudden? You're going to wait till you get to the second round and trade back up. Trade down in the first place, maybe? That's still a slight possibility. Come out of the first, that second round, second pick, because all of a sudden there's new quarterbacks coming. There's new quarterbacks being added to the mix. I mean, the quarterbacks was there. Ain't nobody going crazy about the new quarterbacks that are in there now. But there's been a couple other guys. That guy that anyway, you'll see. Not counting local prospects, 6 known receivers have reportedly traveled to Santa Clara for pre-draft visit with the Niners. They are A.J. Brown of Mississippi, Hakeem Butler, Iowa State, N'Keal Harry. I always hear the guy in the PA saying it. And for the 49ers, at wide receiver flanker, N'Keal Harry. Yeah. Can you tell that I'm leaning toward Harry? We can't, fam. I don't know how we gonna get him. I don't even know how we gonna get him, man. Jalen Hurd of Baylor, Deebo Samuel of South Carolina, and Preston Williams of Colorado State have all made visits to the confines. Those are just the ones the media has told us about. Yeah. John Lynch spoke with reporters today during his annual pre-draft presser and indicated that the number is higher, but did not give any specifics. Lynch is quoted saying, "We had the 30 visits where we brought in a lot, but I don't know what the exact number was." Yes, you do, John. John, man, why don't people tell us the truth anymore, man? I think you know exactly how many guys came in. John, come on, man! What does a high number of receivers visiting the 49ers say about the incoming crop of rookies? Lynch responded to that as well. He says, "I think it says that there's a lot of depth at that position. There's a lot of guys who we like, and there's different reasons why we bring guys in. Just like any position, that may be a spot where we try to improve our team. Unfortunately, in this year's draft, it seems to be a good stable of guys who can help," unquoting John. Oh, John. This is the top of the week. You know exactly who you want this weekend, and you may have number 1, 2, and 3 options, but you know exactly who you want, John, and we're going to figure that out. Yeah. Anyway, but you know what? picking up your number two receiver it's going to be connected to an elaborate set of circumstances, because as I say, depending on what happens with who up at the top one spot, and then us, the teams below us, are they going to come and say, "Hey, Niners, even So, well, I tell you this. No 49er receiver, as you know, surpassed 500 receiving yards last season. Although I still think that has a lot to do with the quarterback situation in the offense in general. But anyway, the group was led by Kendrick Bourne, who had 487 yards, and then rookie Dante Pettis, who had 467. While Pettis, a second-round pick out of Washington, what's that team about the 49ers? 49ers traded up to get Pettis. See, if anybody's going to be doing any trading up, it's going to be the 49ers. Trading down is just not what they like to do. They did just to sucker Chicago, but they knew exactly what the desired effect was going to be. They got it. And they didn't know what they got. Well, anyway, let's say. Oh, but Pettis, a second-round pick out of Washington last year, did miss time due to injury. He started each of the 49ers' final 6 games of the season. His best performance came during a Week 13 road loss in Seattle when he recorded 5 receptions for 129 yards with 2 touchdowns on 7 targets. See, right then and there, as I knew we had something. Pettis is not an ordinary mortal. The boy's got some serious skills. I figure he'll come in with a little more confidence this year than he did last year. Pettis could be your number 1 guy this year. Well, that's Jimmy's number 1 go-to guy. We'll see. Earlier this month, Matt Miller of Bleach Report said he believes the 49ers are eyeing 2 players with the number 36 overall pick, Harry and Samuel. Now, see, that was as I say, it was earlier this month, right? When Miller said during his podcast, quote, "I will say, man, sometimes I don't tell you guys everything I hear because I've got to keep some stuff back to myself." He went ahead and followed that up and said something anyway. He says, "I've heard it's in Kill Harry. If Harry's gone, Deebo's the guy at 36. You know what? I actually believe that too. I believe Harry, because of the advantage he had over any other receiver in the NFL or any other receiver in the draft, because Shanahan had a chance to watch him. Shanahan knows what he potentially can do with this guy. He probably has Deebo's probably already figured out what he's going to do with him. Fam, number 2, second round. Unless Deebo gets picked up in the first round, it's Deebo. Yeah. And then Deebo could walk in the locker room saying, like, somebody stand in front of his locker. "Hey, Deebo, what's up, man? What you doing in my locker?" "No, Deebo, it's my locker. It's my locker now." Yeah. Anyway, let me check you out here. Bradley Gilbert, what's up? Hakeem Butler has one of the highest drop ball rates I know, man. I was trying to figure out why Hakeem Butler was ranked so low. That's it. Hakeem has hand problems. Also, Hakeem is very good he's not bad at deep routes, but if you're looking for Hakeem to run out there and make a razor-sharp cut and lose a defender, I understand Butler makes a lot of catches when he does make the catch, but the defender has usually just been outmanned. In the NFL, Hakeem's going to meet some guys that can get up there with him because you're talking about the best of the best, right? So, I don't know. Hakeem might be out of the question. He's long, but can he deal with the NFL? Bloodshot, Niners! ATM Stacks, 427 is my birthday. What a day to celebrate, ain't it? Boy, I think we get back to you on that. And Daniel Andre, it's Monday night. Raw! Adrian Guterres says they gave the Patriots the easiest schedule. Can you believe that? The NFL is rigged. Man, I didn't even look at the Patriots schedule. You serious? Really? They gonna see if they can get Tom Brady to go to 50, ain't they? Matthew Brown, let's somehow trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Wait for. Ooh. Ain't nobody who wouldn't be in favor of that trade. Boy, D. Hopkins. And Christian C. Hakeem Butler must be a Niner. Oh, they must have been talking to you, Christian. Yeah, Hakeem would drive Kyle nuts. First of all, he can't gain separation, and then he drops the ball too. I was trying to figure out why you can get him. You can get him as late as round 6. It must be really bad. Of course, you never can. These judgments, I'm not seeing it, so I'm just going by what I saw written up on him. And then, of course, somebody just testified to that as well. Jerry Fresh, Armstead and Solomon trade Armstead and Solomon. Let's get back into the first. We need A.J. Brown. Because I got to tell you, man, we got plenty of defensive linemen. We got an army of defensive linemen. We don't have enough pass rushers, but we got interior pass rushers for days. Michael Penegard Goodwin almost got a concussion with an A. That was scary. What? Are you serious? Is that something recent? Gibster and Keel has some hands. Yeah, and Keels, he's physical, runs routes, man. That's how the 49ers want him. David Landrum gains, Ronbo. David Landrum. What's I'm not sure what it is. Gibster already hit that like button. Hey, Gibster. Appreciate you, fam. Empire Strikes Back. 49ers. Finally, Ronbo has come back to Ronbo Sports. That sounds kind of funny. There must be something catchy about this name. Rescue 4. What's up, family? Niners! Easy the third. No, it's probably a lot to do with pizza. Renee Cruz. What's up, Renee? Official LA Gang 4-9 for life. Red Go. Yeah, there would be no reason to delete them. To be honest. It's the wide receivers? Okay, I must have missed it. James Henry, 49ers trade next year's first round pick, this year's second round pick to the Atlanta Falcons for Julio. You know, if Julio could just, Julio's what, 34, 35 now? Well, how old is Julio? 31, 32? See, he's 31, right? Him and Antonio Brown are the same age. See, these are the things you got to worry about when you give up future draft picks. Because when you give up that second round trade next year's first, ooh, that's serious. And this year's second and a sixth, I'd do that because you only know wide receiver. Julio's got 2 or 3 more good years in him for sure. You do that one because the 49ers window I see the 49ers window opening up. Last year was like this. After the draft and what we've already done with the team, that window's open about that wide now. Next year it'll be open all the way up. But it's going to, I need this team to work together for a little while. I need the offense to get completely in sync. I need Jimmy G to get a full season under his belt. And I know, hey, Ronbo, man, when you always talk about the Super Bowl, no, I don't always be talking about the Super Bowl. I don't be arguing with nobody who be talking about the Super Bowl, but I don't know if I'm ready to say Super Bowl just yet. Because I got a lot of haters out there, man. You're unreal, man. You be man. So I don't want them to get started on me, man. So I try to hold back as much as I can, but I'm in full support of those who say we're going to the Super Bowl. I love you, I do. I really do. Hey, McCall Shady, what's up? 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Probably hanging with Jesus too much. I do. Anxiety, another Hakeem Butler fan. Quentin Hunter looking good, fam. Hit that like. Thank you, Quentin. Stephen Heidel, I would bet that Kyle jumps back into the first round. I can see that to get his wide receiver. Look at what he did when he wanted Pettis. If he wants a guy, they won't wait. See, this is what I know about the 49ers. If you are in the crosshairs, I don't want to aim at you. If you're in the crosshairs, 49ers be going after you. Oh, they don't stop. 49ers are brutal. In fact, John said that already. He said, you know what? We're ready to do anything we need to do, regardless as to what anybody else does. So, I'm Jessica Hamilton. What's up? Daniel Andre, A.J. Brown, and Deebo Samuels will both drop to the second round. Boy, Daniel, you said, I can't, well, I want to believe that so bad. I cannot believe A.J. Brown's going to make it in the second round, though. A.J. Brown, God, the Hawks, the Patriots. Patriots might go for a tight end, though, huh? I just don't see A.J. Brown getting out of the first. Well, I got to hope. And even if he does get out of the first, see, we're not – Deebo's like a local boy, man. I mean, as far as the Cardinals go. And how bad do the Cardinals need wide receivers? Whew, boy, the Cardinals need wide receivers some kind of bad. That whole – Cardinals' whole offensive it needs to be reworked. They need an offensive line. They need receivers. They need everything. So I figure they're going to take Nikhil. They're going to do it, fam. And – hey, but they can't take both. If AJ and Nikhil come down into the second round, we pick number 36. 34, 33. Okay, anyway, we'll figure that out. Ronbo Raiders money is my boy Double J. Hey, wait. Daniel said 49ers, 5-2-49. Wide receiver, free safety in round 2. Dan, I think it's wide receiver. I really do. JJ, I just seen a video of can't believe production people put that up there. I almost read it too. See, what I always do now when JJ puts something up, I always pre-read it. He got me last week and had me singing birthday to his auntie. I ain't saying his auntie's name again. Boy, I tell you, I've never been bit so hard. I mean, I'm talking got you, but Bradley Gilbert do some film study of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside as an option if A.J. or Harry is gone. Bradley, you know what? Arcega-Whiteside would be a great red zone. You know what? He may be well in this mix too. But you may be able to get Whiteside in the third round if the 49ers want to go all offense from second round on. And you never know about these guys. Should 49ers. Hey, oh, look at Debbie. Thank you. Debbie says, just because some of y'all in here lagging on the likes. Thanks, Debbie. Gosh. And twice. Gosh. Thanks, Debbie. Let me put on the phones and say things like, hello. What's up? Mark. Boy, softly quiet in there. Mark. Markety Mark. Mark! Mark, where you at, man? All right. Oh, man, is that right? Linwood has made his way back to RB Sports. And what? Linwood. Are we having a problem with our system? Linwood. Is that his wife calling? Hey, Phil, come on in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil.
How you doing?
Oh, Phil, I'm doing great, man.
Getting closer.
Yeah, I know, right? I figured tomorrow I'll be a basket case that's going to have to be on sedatives. But that's okay, because if we hang out together, we'll survive these next few days.
Yeah.
Phil,
hey, I saw John Lynch's press conference.
Yeah.
A couple of things that I took from it. He's drafting Bosa.
Yeah.
He talked a lot about Bosa during the whole press conference, and I just think, and he talked about edge rushers and the need for multiple edge rushers, the whole bit. But the other take that I got, he was pretty confident Robbie Gould's going to be kicking off for the 49ers.
I meant to mention that as well. Yeah, I felt good about that.
Yeah, so I got that take. And then, I think you're right. He's going wide receiver, second pick in the draft. Now, when I look at the mock drafts, I think there's going to be a ton of wide receivers. I think N'Keal Harry's going to be there when he picks in the second round. I think Deebo's going to be there. I think A. Brown may be there because there's too many teams that, number one, don't need wide receivers.
Everybody wants
an edge. And then the other thing is there's a lot of teams that need tight ends, and so there's 3 tight ends that are probably going to go in the first round.
Hawkinson. Who's the third one, Phil?
Fant, Hawkinson, and the guy from Alabama. I think probably the guy from Alabama goes to New England. They got to replace Gronk.
Oh, yeah, because they won't be able to get, by the time the Patriots pick, it's too late for Font or Hawkinson, because I know Belichick's mouth is watering for Hawkinson.
Oh, no, I think Hawkinson goes 7th
to
like Jacksonville or someone like that, and I think Tank goes to Green Bay.
Oh! Hey, did they get rid of Graham? They got rid of Graham in Green Bay already, didn't they?
Yes. So they don't have a tight end. So I think just based on that, there's still a lot of wide receivers that are going to be available in that second pick. I don't think we need to move at all.
Maybe not.
Plus,
and
the assets to move.
Yeah, because look, hey, Phil, listen to the order
in the
defensive linemen are
I think we
DEs
get
are
linemen
first.
in the third and
Thinking, come down the first round. Yeah, and you're right. If you do the math, 32 picks. There's going to be There's going to be a few quarterbacks. There's going to be a lot of edge rushers. And there's going to be some interior linemen as well. Quentin Williams.
There's about three.
Go ahead.
3 linebackers that are probably
linebackers.
First round.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be wide receivers there at the picking, and I think it's going to be hairy because I know Lynch went down and saw him in Arizona. They had him come up here and interviewed him up here. So, and I think Arizona needs offensive linemen more than they need a wide receiver.
In the second round, you're right. They need to get some protection. Yeah, they're going for that premier dude that I'd like to have in the second round, exactly. That the guy could play every position on the line, but he's basically a guard center. Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think A.J. Brown or Keneal Harris could be there when we pick in the second round.
Sounds like DK Metcalf may be there, too, the way you're talking.
No. I think he's gone early. Yeah.
Hey, who's going to pick up DK then?
That's a good question, but I think it's going to be somewhere
between 10 and 15 or 10 and 20.
Between 10 and 20, somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right.
So, but I think the numbers stack up for us. We don't move at all. Just pick where you're picking, and I think we'll be fine. And then, in the fourth round, we go offensive line, get some depth there. Mm-hmm. I think with Joe Staley saying he wants to pick forever, that's
and Joe's playing at a high level, Phil. It's okay. He can stay. He can stay this year, next year for sure.
The other thing is John Lynch said he's a 49er till he retired. So that was pretty good too. So I think we're good. Short term at tackle. Could use some backup at center because Richard gets and we don't have, Parsons is our backup center, and he's also our starting guard. So I mean that causes problems right there. So, and then safety, I think from the take that I got from Lynch, I think he's sold on the safeties we have.
I've been saying that a lot. They've got too many to throw another safety on that stack, I just don't think that's going to happen. I agree. They're not going to. They're going to wait till these guys develop. You can't draft people and just give up on them immediately. That's unprofessional. I know some said
I would feel a lot better if we got what's his name?
Nasser,
the safety out of Seattle.
Oh, well, in the first place, they should have done that in free agency, but they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have felt better, but I think Barack put a stop to that. So, anyway, that's my
all right, Phil.
sense.
I'll tell you what.
All right, man.
We'll be back tomorrow when things become – every day it's going to be a little more intense.
I'll get the Niner Empire right tonight. So yeah.
Good, Phil.
Hey, I'm learning.
You're doing all right,
too. All right, man.
See you tomorrow, Phil.
I'll let you go to the other callers.
All right, Phil.
Take care.
Have a good night. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
And Lawrence Barker said, and damn well Arizona's taking Murray at number 1, and the 49ers are taking Bosa at number 2. Don't believe their hype. Lawrence, I'm not, man, because I already read where it says in the first place, and I told you a few days ago, I figured it out last week, I think. The only target they're shooting at is the 49ers. That was the only target. Make the 49ers think we're going to do this, and they'll give us another pick. Boy, they think the 49ers, they think John Lynch just fell off the turnip truck. Well, he actually did. He hasn't been, but Martin Mayhew and Adam Peters, they did. So, NFC West, Livingston, and Lawrence, thank you for the contribution, by the way. And also, NFC Livingston says, I'm back, Ronbo and 49er Empire. Niners! It's our year, fam. Agreed. Bradley Gilmer, Deebo is so talented, but so injured. Yeah. Deebo, I forgot all about his injuries. Deebo stays hurt, too. Hey, but we got the sports science guys. They might be able to deal with this stuff. There he is. Well, Big Show says, I apologize for pressing 1 the other night for Jimmie Ward. That was a typo. Meant to press 0 because those are all you see on his stat sheet. Big Joe, we got to see if we got to get you an audition on Comedy Central or Saturday Night Live. That was brilliant. It was uncalled for, but it was funny. Scott here says we're going to trade back and take Greedy. Scott, thanks for the contribution. Yeah, it's funny. Nobody talks about Greedy Williams. He's going in the first round, though. He's another guy that's going to make it possible for us to get the wide receiver of our choice in the second round, though. See? So I got to root for Greedy. You got to root for White. All them LSU dudes, they got to go in the first round. Hey, Linwood.
What's up, Mr. Ronbo?
Oh, Linwood, man, you contemplation, wondering what's going to happen. John Lynch out there dropping bombs in a press conference today. And, man, I don't know. Linwood, what are you thinking here, Linwood? Because, Mike, are we going to get a wide receiver in the second round? Because everybody is trying to figure out the first round is going to be between 1 and 3 players or trade down, like some people believe. Linwood, I think you're in that club, too. But the second round, or first round. They get that wide receiver?
It depends on what we get for our trade back.
Yes. I got to tell you, I just want to throw this out there for the trade back people. Trade downs usually take place by now. Last year, they took place 2 weeks in advance. And usually by Monday or Tuesday, they take it back. Now, if we go tomorrow and ain't no trade down, y'all got to give it up, Linwood. But Linwood, I don't want to destroy any hope. But go ahead.
No. Personally, I do not see us taking Bosa. I think they're set on a player, and I don't think it's Bosa.
Right.
But I think they're set on a player. It's either going to be Josh Allen or Quentin Williams. I think they're set on that.
So who are you going to trade
down with?
If it plays out, because you can't go too far. Well, those two guys are within the top 5 to 6. Who you got?
So it depends on Arizona. I'm praying. This is my prayer is for the NFL football gods is that Arizona shocks the nation and they take Nick Bosa first overall.
Okay.
And now we got the Raiders by the huevos because they'll be like hungry as hell to get Murray.
Why don't they just go directly to the Cardinals, though? Because they don't like us anyway. So why don't they go directly to the Cardinals?
Yes, I don't know. Maybe it was too steep of a price. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. But who knows? I don't see the Raiders trading with us either. I see the Giants trading with us. I think that the Giants worked out a deal for Haskins prior to the
Giants
trade
Giants
for Odell Beckham.
Giants like that new guy. There's a new quarterback that's on the scene, and it seems.
Oh yeah, that everybody's raving about this underrated and this and that. So either one, him or the other.
They interviewed him on NFL Network. But the Giants don't have to trade up to get him.
Well, they might.
Listen, I tell you what,
they're scared that someone else can come get them.
But to give you a little bit of
gives you insight, Chicago Bears traded up one spot.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. If there's some of these people you want, a trade down can't go far. And are any of the teams that are right next to us going to really give us goods? Okay, you know what, though? The Raiders have a surprise, a shock, according to the news, what they're going to do with their fourth-round pick.
Yeah, they got 3 first-rounders, too. So, I mean, they can, maneuver wherever they want to. Work with us, I seriously doubt it. I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
But the Giants could be still in there. Let me ask you a question, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Would you trade our first-round draft pick, number 2 overall, for Khalil Mack?
Yeah. Yeah, because Khalil Mack is
so
the
why
best.
Why not Josh Allen? Because he's a linebacker, too.
Not as polished. Josh Allen is they're saying about him what I already knew. Josh is going to need. He did good. He did good this year because he was coached up. Now, does that mean he has potential to be coached up even higher? Now, this is a question on my mind as well, and I am curious about that. But
absolutely, and he's got his cowboy sitting right there in Buckner.
Yeah, but I just. The breeding Bosa's had down through the years and his overall technique. I don't want anybody over there
his overall
learning.
technique and his pedigree. I will not take that away from him. He's super talented. I just question. The only thing I have against Bosa is I question his health. Number one.
Yeah, it is a concern.
And then his mental capacity.
What? You think Bosa's an idiot?
Well, I don't think he's an idiot, but I just look back at the all the shenanigans that have been popping up lately from behind him, and then his brother holding out on signing, and
there's a real concern.
Take that same mold.
That agent.
So I think we need to shy away from that. I think we need just good-hearted, wholesome players that want to come in there and play football and worry about the money later.
Yeah.
Make a name for themselves and worry about the money later. I mean, that's what we need.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt about it. When you're a first-round pick, though, your agent's going to be he's going to be a BI, But you know what?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. You know what? There's no serious guarantees. It's a draft. Anything could happen, and has been the case for years. So, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why it's a draft. That's why we're talking about it, because nobody knows. That's why it makes it so exciting. And we all listen to every little bell, cricket fart, and whatever is going on. We jump to it. We're like, oh, what did somebody say?
See,
that's what makes it fun.
I said that when we got Solomon Thomas. So, the Solomon team was all over me. I called them every name in the book. I said, boy, y'all don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing about football. You don't know nothing about the 49ers. You just don't know what you're talking about. With the 49ers, select defensive end Solomon Thomas, Stanford. A little bit, I felt like I just got shot. And I've never been shot before, so I don't know what that feels like. But I was in pain.
I was like,
pain.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I was too, and I was like, they what? I was shocked too. I was shocked at that one. I was shocked last year with the first-round pick. It caught me way off guard, but it fit, though. Once they did it, I understood why, because they instantly, right after that, here comes the trade to the New England,
and we just lost it. We just lost our OT. You know what, though? McGlinchey is the first time I've ever been numb. I didn't know what to think. I realize it's like you take your vitamins and, in the morning, you need to take them. You don't want to, but, you take them because it's going to help you out, right? So I figured that's what it was.
Exactly.
McGlinchey was the vitamin. We needed him.
Yeah, he was a steroid boost on that offensive line to help out Jimmy G. It's all about Jimmy G, protecting the G-man.
And the run game.
I thought it was a great pick.
Well, now.
And a run game, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a run-blocking dude. His protection's going to get better, I assume, with coaching. But that dude can run block. I'd run behind McGlinchey. We don't even need pads, Linwood. I'd run behind McGlinchey all day. McGlinchey takes his job seriously when he's going down that field. That's a road-grading dude. Ooh.
Indeed he is. He is. So regardless what the 49ers do in this draft, I'm gonna be stellar and happy about it because, they are the think tank. They are the mastermind behind the whole plan.
Yeah.
My wishes are my wishes. I'm like, trade back. We got 6 picks. And I'm like, we still got some holes to fill. I'd rather trade back. We don't have a second-round draft pick next year. If we can move back, we can throw in a second round next year to fill that gap, plus a first round this year. But
you know what, though?
Best player on the board.
It's like John says, though. we're picking less. We got less tradable guys this year than last year. That holes to be filled thing. Pretty soon we're going to stop saying that. Within the next year or so.
Well, he pretty much said it today, too. He said it today, too. He's like, this whole field thing isn't as much as it used to be. So we got some leeway to make plays where he was setting it up.
We're going to be throwing people away soon that we don't want to see leave. I already see that happening this year.
Exactly.
Lynn, we got to go. Lynn, let me see you tomorrow, man, and let's see if we can keep each other sane between now and draft night.
That's not possible. That is not possible. I'll say that now. Sane before the draft is not possible.
And tell wifey, Dallas Cowboys ain't going nowhere, and Dak Prescott is not going to get paid. I see a holdout coming.
Oh. I don't want to say that to her right now. She was just settling in for bed. She's sitting right beside me.
Now. Wait till in the morning.
Don't let her sleep comfortably.
Then what? See tomorrow, fam. Have a good night.
All right, Ronbo. Hit those likes, fam. Hit those likes. Please. This is our year, Empire. This is our year.
Yes. Yeah.
Boom. Nice, fam.
Like the wood. Lawrence Barker says, hey, I can't wait till the Niners are back on top and all haters are forced to report that the fact that the 49ers rule the world. 13-3, the goat is now Jimmy G. Holla! Lawrence, thank you for the contribution, fam. Salvador Bribiska. He says, no, Ronbo, was more like, oh, you got to be, what? It's more like, oh, you gotta be. I know, I can't say it. I'm probably gonna say it that night though if the wrong thing happens. I don't know what could happen. With Solomon, I tried to not get foul mouthed. I just called him salami. But as I say, you got to stand behind your play. I think Solomon. I think this year he brings something to the table. I'm not sure what. But Solomon's tired of hearing this stuff. It's just like, the G-Dub Bunch. Mike, don't turn it on, Mike. I'll quit. Oh, God. Oh, hey, guys, the system's kicking people out. We're not cutting anybody. Hey, refresh. Yeah, Justin, that wasn't intentional. We don't be cutting people. Listen, fam, if anything weird happens to you on this system, trust me, we don't be doing that. It's the system. Refresh and come back, all right? Dre, come on in, man.
What's happening, man? Hey, man, they throwing all kind of curveballs at us, man. CBS Sports just released the mock draft with the Cardinals selecting Quentin Williams at first, man. It's a weird shit going on. What is this, the NFL draft, COINTEL Pro going on or something,
they do it for ratings and stuff. That's why the NFL got mad weeks ago when the Cardinals come out talking too damn much. He said, hey, we got a red carpet out there. We got people coming in tuxedos. We're serving the best of food in that venue that night. It costs a lot to rent the building. This is TV, y'all. Work it.
Right. Yeah.
And, so they got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But man, I'm on the edge of my seat, bro. I don't know what to think. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they so damn secretive. I'm still kind of feeling like, man. I don't. I feel like if the Cardinals don't pick Murray, I could see us trading our second spot for the Raiders, fourth in the 27th spot, bro. It just makes all the sense in the world.
If the Raiders are willing to do that, because the Raiders have put it out there already. The Raiders have a surprise coming in fourth round, 4th pick. What kind of surprise?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what the Raiders do. You know what I'm saying? But if the Cardinals if the Cardinals don't pick Kyler Murray, man, it's gonna throw the whole draft for a loop.
Into second, third
year. Yeah, bro. So I'm kind of hoping that they do go ahead and get Murray. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want our pick of the litter. You know, because by the time you get down to 4, Nick Bosa and one or the other, Quentin Williams and Josh Allen is going to be gone. So I would rather have the pick of the litter to go ahead and make it right. Yeah. So I would rather have the decision to pick either or one of those 3 guys. You know, I'm still rocking with Quentin Williams. Like I said, I think he's the next Aaron Donald, but. You know, I can't be mad if we get Nick Bosa or Josh Allen. I mean, you can't be mad with these prospects that are available right now, man. So I'm just waiting to see. But I damn sure do hope that A.J. Brown is still available at 36, man.
See, that's what I'm talking about, round 2. Because we all know what's happening in round 1. But round 2, what's up?
Hey man, he been all around Frisco wearing Jerry Rice's rings, taking pictures and shit, making tweets saying Frisco it is. Well, shit, I hope Frisco it is too, my buddy, because I would like to see you in a Niners uniform, man. That guy is talented, you know.
Speed. He reminds me of Cooper.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, him and Amari, and I think he's got better hands than Amari because I watched Amari, man. I laughed. I said, what's going on with Amari's hands all of a sudden? He can't catch the ball. And then he started catching the ball when he got to Chicago. He just wanted to get the hell up out of Oakland.
And the thing about AJ is he's a good route runner, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Amari was too. That's why they remind me of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, well, shit, he just wanted to get up out of there and get somewhere else because he wasn't with the Gruden shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be either, man. That's a hard man to play for.
I bet it is.
Know? That's a hard guy to play for. But hey, man, I've been looking at some film where some other guys just teetering with it because I know that the Cardinals could possibly do some fuck shit and go ahead and draft somebody else besides Kyler Murray. Man, if we did get down to the 4th spot, man, you know, with the Raiders, man, that dude, Ed Oliver, is a beast, man. I mean, I like Ed Oliver, man. I rank him right underneath Quentin Williams as far as defensive tackles. I mean, that dude is a monster coming off the line.
He is definitely Ed Oliver. He doesn't stop.
Man, they had an interview with this dude, man. This dude said, man, I ride 1,000-pound horses bareback with no saddle. What I look like wearing about a 300-pound man. I said, oh, shit, this boy is something else, man. The dude looks like a rock, bro. He don't got no fat on him. He don't got no fat on him, bro. He hopping on the horse bear shit, grabbing the hair like he was Django or some damn body. I said, oh, that's a bad motherfucker. That's a macho
man. Dude.
That's a bad man, you know. But I'm highly excited. I'm highly encouraged. I also heard some things, you know, kind of, you know, like I said, you know, living out here in this Northwest. Kendrick Bourne is from Portland, man. He went to Milwaukee Academy. And, his brother works for the state of Oregon with my uncle, and he told and I was told through Kendrick himself from his brother that Jason Verrett is looking good.
See,
Jason Verrett is healthy, y'all. All of that he ain't gonna be ready. All of that he ain't gonna be ready for the offseason for the beginning game. Yeah, he's now the plan is he's probably not going to play in preseason.
Good.
But best believe, man, he said that boy is guarding people on routes, coming out of breaks, turning his hips. I mean, you know, he's looking real good, man. So
sitting on that
treadmill, to be a good guy, man.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. People say, worried about Jason Verrett being ready for the start of the season.
I didn't either. And, man, they ain't going to sign nobody after giving them, you know, because, you know, they go through with a fine-tooth comb. You know, they go through with a fine-tooth comb to make sure everything is okay and that this guy is going to be ready to go. You know what I mean? So from what I'm hearing, you know, through a reliable source, you know.
JV will be ready.
Jason. Yeah, he's looking good, man. He's looking good. You know, they say he's already out there on the field guarding some guarding wide receivers. They playing around on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Trey, we got
back
him.
pedal's looking good.
Trey, we got him and Sherm.
Sir.
Think about that a minute. We got him and
sir.
Sherm. Anybody that says we are struggling in the secondary is not paying attention. Richard Sherman, Jason Verrett on either side of the field. Quarterbacks got to wait a minute before they throw the ball. And when they waiting, bam! Oh, my Lord. You waited too long.
Hey, and Sherm was 80%. And then you got to think about this, though, guys. Let's think about this, guys. if you have a defensive line that's allowing the quarterback to have 3 to 6 seconds to drop back and just pick his poison, I'm pretty sure anybody's defensive backfield would look horrible if the quarterback has that much damn time. Now, when you got guys closing in on him and you can cut off that sideline and he has nowhere to go, I mean,
now the mistakes
start. Man, come on, man.
We got to stop, Dre. Dre, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, though. Man,
man. Shout out to the Niner fan. Love you, Ronbo. Love all my Niners.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We were not ending like that, Ronbo. We were not ending like that. Let me be the first to welcome this brother to the TNT family. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey,
Dre, you've always been one of the elite callers to Ronbo. We appreciate you joining the team, my brother. You always have brought something to the table when you called in here, man. That's why, we talked about it, man, and I was like, man, Dre's one of the elite, man. We got to have him on the team, man.
Yeah,
same way, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you taking that off and joining the family, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, Trez, man. Peace out to the TNT fam, all my Niner empires, and, man, let's stay positive. And, like we said, man, it's quest for 6, but it's brick by brick.
Yeah.
Quest for 6, but it's brick by brick, piece by piece. So I'm going to let my tag team partners get on here and everybody else with the Niner fan, man. And I'm going to log on to my YouTube right now, Ronbo. I'll see y'all tomorrow, my brother.
All right. Be looking forward to it. Dre, have a good night, fam.
Yep. All right, you too, my guy.
All right, Ronbo. We was welcoming one of our teammates, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't scheduled to be the next caller, so you go ahead on and
Trez. All right, fam.
Keep doing what you're doing. We love you, man.
I love you back, Trez. You know this. Thanks, fam. All right.
All right.
Listen, Trez, I'll talk to you a little bit. All right. I was worried about somebody else here also that actually got dropped. Who was that need to refresh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, anybody, if you're having trouble with the app tonight, remember, refresh your app because we updated it, and we've been trying to get that message out there, especially for Android users. You're going to have to go in and do some refreshing in order to update your system. And in fact, if you just now back and didn't think we called you for like 3 weeks, we was trying to. We got to update that app. All right, anyway, I love this name. Tyler Gambino. We're going to go to war. I got to call Tyler Gambino when I get ready to hit the street. I want him to have my back. Oh, man, we're going to own it. We'll own New York on more than one surface. We'll split it right down the middle. Tyler Gambino! Hey! He said, hey, Robert, the thing about us wise guys, is that hustle never ends. The Niners will draft Bosa. I like A.J. Brown or Hakeem Butler as wide receivers. Yeah! Thanks, fam. Oh, man. We did Sal. Oh, no, that's another Sal. I mean, that's Sal with another comment. Yeah, Sal, thanks, Sal. He said, Sal says, what is that? Oh, 184 draftable players. There goes my mock. Sal, that only means, though, of 184, it's scenarios, They've got their main targets, and then they got their fallback plan. So, the computer spits out how many narratives you need to come up with in order to be able to be ready for draft night. Because you don't want to be standing there all of a sudden, what do we do now? Check out over here. I got it. Just keep an eye on the board. Bing. There you go. And where we going here next? Since day one, come on in.
What's up, family? How you doing today?
Since day one, man, I tell you, man, I'm looking at I'm done with round one as far as that goes. I mean, it's making me crazy thinking about it. So I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do in round two. But since day one, you go anywhere you want to with this. But don't forget to address what are they going to do with that second, not first round, but second round pick.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think we're gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset with whoever we pick. I said it many times. I mean, I got confidence in this staff and their decisions, their football knowledge. They're gonna make the right decision. I mean, personally, I think I think, Nick, if we get Nick Bosa and he gets hurt and he's out, you know how bad it's going to look on John Lynch. And we've had this kind of mistakes before, messing up on the first pick. He can't afford to miss on this one, so I wish him nothing but the best.
I don't know how you're gonna. You can't really blame the pick. If he gets hurt, that can apply to anybody, though. I mean, you could no matter who you pick.
You can't blame him for getting hurt, obviously. But if there's a history of getting hurt, that just makes it a little bit different. It might not be fair, but that just is what it is.
Yeah. Fowler got hurt at a freak accident his first year, and was he over in Tennessee, Tampa? These guys get hurt. Last year, what's his name got hurt just doing a pre-draft over with the Giants, Kentavius Street. It's a violent game, fam. So I don't think anybody's going to hold Lynch personally, especially
everybody.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Everybody's bodies are different. Everybody they don't take it the same, and who knows how but maybe he just can't take it. How most can, and there's some players who can come back from certain injuries and be ready quicker than others. And what is that? That's just the grit that they have. That's the heart that they have. They don't care if they're hurt or not.
Some
people have that. Some people don't.
True, but you can't make your draft picks or anything else like that. Even Julio Jones gets hurt a lot. Would you avoid him because he gets hurt? Because you roll the dice on that kind of thing. Hopefully they won't get hurt.
I said, I wish nothing but the best, and I ain't gonna be mad if we do. But if it was me picking, if it was, we are where we are they are who they are for a reason, But Josh Allen, he's a different kind of talent. Yeah. He's a different kind of talent, and if you look at it, Ronbo, what do we need on defense? We need a couple things. We need pressure, and we need some coverage in the linebacker spot. He could do both. He can drop back, and he can blow up bubble screens for the wide receivers. He can blow those up. He can blow up screens. He can cover over the middle.
But you're going to put him at the Sam?
Oh, he's going to do it all. He's versatile, and that's what John Lynch practices, versatility. And he wants, and the NFL's changing now. It is, and we got to adapt. We got to roll with it. It's not just about, if you're dominating at one spot, you got to be able to play a couple at least, or you got to be versatile. And he's dominant at that. And he started all of his games the last 3 years. His productivity went nothing but higher and higher. The last year, it just
he's got a good ceiling. He's got a good ceiling. I can see that.
And
he's
he had a chance. He could have been drafted last year, and he for whatever reasons, he's like, fuck that. I'm gonna master what I want to do. That's what guy that we need. Someone who loves his craft, loves his thing. He didn't want to come in until he knew he was going to be the best shape, whatever. He went back and still played another season in college by choice. And this guy, and as far as technique, that's probably one of his downfalls. He relies on his athleticism to get him there. And technique, that's what takes you to the next level. And he can get taught that when he's going to have the best coaches that can teach him. So I believe that, but that's that. Nothing but 2 more days we're going to find out. But besides that, round 2, I think we need O-line because we need to dominate in the trenches, that. And then I think another big need that people don't really address is our red zone. And I think Hakeem Butler will be perfect because I don't think Brown's going to be there. Who knows? If he is, we'll get him. But Butler, he can be taught how to catch and stuff, but you can't teach size. And some people say he's kind of slow. He's not. I seen him run away. I did his film work, and he runs away from defenders.
Yeah,
it catches at the same time. And he has quick game speed. He has quick game speed, and that's different than the 40.
Fail. What his problem, as far as the speed goes, once he gets downfield and starts letting them legs out, he's gone. But his short area quickness is questionable.
Exactly.
This is why
that's the perfect way to put it.
You can't put him in the red zone. You need to have a guy that can get in and out of his route really quickly. Hakeem is that deep field threat, though. Instead of having Marquise do it, have Hakeem do it. You got a taller target, and then there's an advantage there. Yeah.
He can be a jump ball threat. But there's and then if not, there's I like that guy Max Sharping. I don't know if you did his work on him. He's from Northern Illinois. He started about 42 games. He started every game. He's all pro, and I think the MAC-10, all MAC-10. I think so. And he was he only allowed 4 pressures the whole year.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Now this is the most recent. And this dude is a beast. He's teammates with Son Smith. He's a plug-in guy. Day one he'll be starting. He could play at guard. for maybe a year or two, get groomed up,
and
go from there. But we have to address O-line, Ronbo. People don't want to do it. Everybody wants sexy picks.
No. What we want to do is want to make sure that line builds more continuity. It's a time thing. And if they still suck after this year, then you start plugging in new guys. So right now, that line
I don't think they're going to suck.
Yeah, but yeah.
People don't understand that we were actually ranked number 7. I think we're in top 10 in running. We're not that bad because
that's why
experience they had.
That's why I say you gotta let that old line gel a little further. Say, but fam, we gotta go. Let me see tomorrow though, and see what else develops. All right.
Yeah, we'll do that, Ronbo. We'll do that. Thanks for your time. Appreciate what you do. Stay up, Niner family.
Thanks, fam. Since day
2 more days, 48 hours. 48 hours. It's over. It's here.
I know. It's so scary. All right. And hey, Will. Will, where is my man, Will? Let me get some. Can I knock some of these out over here? Oh, there he is. Is that Will or Steven?
Ronbo.
Yeah, there's Will. I know that voice.
What's up, man?
Hey, Will, man. He's just sitting back here tripping on what's going on, man. Because John Lynch came out and had his annual and had everybody tripping like he did every year. And because I was reminded of that year that I lost my mind when I was telling Trez and everybody else we wasn't picking up no Solomon Thomas. And they went ahead and picked up some Solomon Thomas. So today, I say, y'all got to be careful, man, with John Lynch, man. That dude. So, but you can address that. And also, Will, we still need to establish who is the consensus pick at number 2, because everybody's thinking about 4 different positions. I mean, I want to know where you're at, but go ahead, man. What's up?
Well, man, this what I'm thinking, man. And number 2, man, look, Carter's going to get Kyler Murray, man. I won't keep saying that because you know why? Our front seven is about the trenches, man. From the edge all the way from the inside.
Yep.
Seahawks the same way.
Yep.
The Rams the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I mean, with all of us having a defense like this, man, you're going to have to get a mobile quarterback. And that's what Carter's going to do, man. They're going to get Kyler Murray because based off the defenses that we're running. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only reason we got Jimmy G, Rams got Golf. Now, they ain't mobile. You know what I'm saying? They in the pocket passers. Now, the reason why we got Jimmy G and the Rams got Golf is because, you know what I'm saying, our offensive scheme is getting the ball out quick. We ain't got to wait in the pocket and just wait for somebody to come get us. And we got to run around, because Sean McVay and Kyle, they got the same playbook. Well, almost the same playbook.
Play action, so big rollouts.
Right. So we don't need no more quarterback because our offense is based on in the pocket, 1, 2, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ball out quick. So that's what we all about. So we really don't need no more quarterback. Seattle and Arizona, their offense is different. So that's why they got Russell Wilson who's mobile, and that's why Carter's gonna get Kyler Murray because he's mobile and he can get out the pocket and make plays, man. So that's what they're gonna do. That's simple, man.
And you know what? You could piggyback that in the second round too, because who they gonna need in the second round? Offensive linemen. They got the worst offensive line in offensive line history. N'Keal Harry, I'm telling you, fam, he may be there for us if they both get down.
Man, second round, man, I'm a fan of AJ and Deebo, man, but I like Deebo, man. I like Deebo. The thing about Deebo, man, Deebo got hands like Anquan Bolden, man, but the thing is, he can separate so good. Man, his separation so magical, dog. Like he can, even if he's gonna run a slant or he's gonna throw a jab on it. Even if you try to anticipate it, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna get you. Yeah. I mean, look, man, having Deebo and Dante Pettis out there at the same time with those type of moves off the line.
George
Kittle, you know how much damage. Right.
George Kittle drawing the defense as well.
Man, you know how much damage they're gonna do to a defense, man. They're trying to schematically try to cover the receivers when the play is in motion. You see what I'm saying?
Don't forget to leave our other 2 weapons out there too. Don't forget about coming out the backfield, lined up right next to Jimmy G. is this dual backfield of Tevin Coleman and Jerick McKinnon. What you gonna do, DC?
I'm telling you, man. Right. And then you got, and look, man. Then this is something we have been ignoring. Jordan Matthews, man. Jordan Matthews.
Oh, you're right.
In his career, man, he's 16 for 22 in the red zone. Now, if that sample size ain't good enough proof, then I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. That sample size.
And you put him in a slot. And you put him in a slot when you get close to the goal line anyway. Everybody gonna know what we're gonna try to do.
Right.
But can you do anything about it?
You can't do nothing, man. You can't do nothing. And then you got the running back. You got running back / receivers, man. Our running back group ain't no just running back. They receivers too. So that's they not in the wide receiver depth chart, but because they in the running back depth chart, but they wide receiver too, man. That's even more ammo. I mean, come on, man. It's so much speed all over this team right now, man. It just don't make no damn sense, man. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Y'all need to go ahead, man. Just hear the gospel truth, man. I'm telling you, man. Somebody give me a hallelujah, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, dog. Man, this is. I mean, it's set up nice, man. But like I say, man, John Lynch got 184 players on the board. It's gonna be hard for these guys. You gonna have to be the shit in order to get on this fucking team this year. Because he only got 184 players. Mm-hmm. Man, that's a small group, man. Mm-hmm. So you want, if 49ers gonna get you, man, you got to come out and give it all you got.
You got to really kick some. It's like going in and fighting a heavyweight champion or whatever champion. It's got to be a convincing knock. I mean, you got to really knock him out. This is why I know when everybody keeps up, we got a lot of holes. We got a lot of holes. No, we got a lot of people coming in trying to get jobs. There's a difference,
right?
If they come in and they're that good, okay, we go take you. But I don't know about no whole lot of holes to fill.
Man, I'm telling you, man, everybody, I mean, it's been people out there saying that the 49ers is as good as many people, think they are, man. I'm telling you, everybody's saying 8-8 and all that type shit, man. Man, look, 10, man, 10.
Overrating
10 or 11.
Overrating other teams is what the problem is with a lot of us.
10 or 11 wins, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Then like the previous caller, Drue said about Verrett, man. I believe him.
I believe it 3 weeks ago.
Verrett, man, look, man, Verrett and Sherman might say Jimmie Ward's ass. I'm telling you that right now. They might say his ass.
We got to talk about that tomorrow. That's what I keep trying to say. Don't worry about Jimmy back there, man. What he's playing in front of, he ain't going to be doing that much. Tell you what, well, we going to go, man. It seems like everybody will say something tonight. Let me see you tomorrow, fam. Appreciate you.
All right, man. All right, no problem, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Not an empire, man. Fuck. Ugly ass Rudy, ugly ass sorry ass around. Lost Super Bowl and they broke. Raiders got trust issues, you know what I'm saying? They all, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. What else? What else can I say some point in the night? Nah, that's all I got, man.
Yeah. That was plenty. Anytime you can shout the Rams, I'm delighted. All right. Have a good night, fam.
You too,
man, I tell you, boy, Rams, Raiders, 49. I'll tell you what. It's like that offense, the defense, all they got to do is do their job. Kyle will take it from there. Hey, and speaking of which, Stevie, come on in here, man. Stevie. I'm going to go Stevie. We'll wait to go get Stevie later.
Will you hear me?
Hey, Stevie, that's you?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, what's up, fam?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, man, I just got some good news, man. You probably already know because you got all your contacts. But Jason Verrett, they said Jason Verrett's out there covering people already. I said, see that?
I figured as much.
I've told people, said, man, Verrett ain't going to be ready. Man, that boy he going to get injured just walking down the street. He ain't going to be able to play. Man, we wasted that pick on him. We didn't waste no pick on him. Well, we didn't need to pick him up. How much is he getting paid? What difference would it make? If he's healthy, we win the NFC West. Pretty much. That's all it's probably going to take.
Right.
Yeah.
You see how happy Kyle and John were at when they were doing the little interview. They were like, or not the interview, but the press conference for when we had Kawan and Dee Ford. They were like, they're ready to go because they're trying to see if we signed him or not. Mm-hmm. They didn't do that with anybody else but him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a good addition. If he gets back to health 100% right now, I'm real optimistic about everything right now.
Gosh,
we were so hyped going in last year, and then everything just went to shit. So now this year, I'm trying to stay calm. I'm excited as hell, but I'm just trying to stay calm.
I know. Because after 2 years of disappointment, got to chill. But Stevie,
Yeah, you got to chill.
Think about that for a minute, though.
We got better. We got better, but
way better.
You got to chill. But Rumble,
unrealistically better. Who has 2 Pro Bowlers? Well, last year the Rams did. They had Talib and they had Peters. But still, Peters is a mark. You know, if you game plan, go right at him. He'll over pursue a large percentage of the time and get beat deep. That's why I want to see, whenever we're playing the Rams, put Marquise on Peters, please. I want to see that so bad.
Calls, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Rumble, you know, I'm going to the draft day party for Rodney Ridley.
Oh.
I'm going to be at his draft day party. So I'm flying down tomorrow or Wednesday to go down there.
Yeah, because Riley's but when you say draft day party,
brother.
Yeah, because Riley. Go ahead.
Riley's probably going late second, early third, and that might be one of our targets too. Just in case we don't get a receiver in the second round, we get a lineman or a safety. We might could target him in the third round.
Wouldn't that be?
Because he's actually a real good receiver. His 40 time, yeah. But no, we're going down to Florida right now. We're going down to Florida, so I'll be down there Wednesday.
All right.
But yeah, we definitely going to go there. So yeah, so if we draft him, I'm already there. You already know I'm wearing my 49ers jersey everywhere I go. But if we draft him and I'm already there,
yeah. Tyron would be ridiculously good.
So,
and I heard Kyle likes him.
So I got a question. Well, I got a question. So you know it was a bad pick when we picked Solomon Thomas. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that by now.
Well, you know I know.
But
I knew then.
You know he's just a rotational player this year alone. Without getting Quentin Williams or without getting Nick Bosa, he still is a rotational player because they're going to put Arik Armstead on the inside for him because he's playing better on the inside more than he is. And if you look at it as well, Ronald Blair has 5.5 sacks for last year, and he was on a limited basis. He was on a special needs role. He had 5.5 sacks. Solomon Thomas started most of the season.
And Stevie,
I understand.
Can I just say this about that? I like to take shots at Solomon Train whenever I can. I told people that year, I said, why we go pick up Solomon Thomas? I only got Ronnie Blair, the same player, and I don't even know if he's better than Ronnie Blair. Comes into fruition.
He's not.
I just want to get that in there.
He's not, Rumbo. He's not. That's why I feel like he's not going to be on the team past 2019. He might not even be on the team because he might be trade bait. Because I'm pretty sure they picked up Arik Armstead's option for a reason, and he's actually played when he's healthy the whole season. He played good. He wasn't great, but he played good. He's gonna be a starter on the inside. If you get Nick Bosa, you put Arik Armstead and Dee Ford at the 3 and the 5 technique, and then you rotate him out and you put what's his name, Ronald Blair in, or you could put Kentavius Street,
the rotation
Julian
is ridiculous.
Taylor.
Oh, Julian
exactly.
Taylor?
So what's the purpose of Solomon Thomas? You could trade him away.
Dang.
He's going to be better trade bait just because his contract. He's still going to be a rookie, and he still could get a 5th-year option on his contract. He's only his 3rd year in. So he'll be better trade bait for us for a team. I don't know what team, but a team. And also, it's just like we don't need. I understand his situation with his sister. That is crazy, and I'm not going to even say I could put myself in that predicament and feel that way. But if you look at how Marquise handled that same situation with the death in the immediate family, he ended up having a great year. He bounced back from not comparing the two, but just saying he had the same issue. And it was his child, and he went in the game and balled out in the game. Solomon Thomas, yes, his sister, God rest, her soul rest in peace and everything like that. But you were off the whole year before it even happened, and the year before. So it's just like, what's up with your play, man? So I mean, I just letting you know, Solomon Thomas is not going to be here next year. I'm staying in right now. He ain't going to be here. But our defense, we're going to be top 5 next year if we get the right piece. If John Lynch do not mess up this draft, because he has a habit of messing up first-round draft picks.
But you know what, though? I'm still blaming Ruben for that, Stevie. Ruben, who knew Ruben was that big of a fool?
That's Ruben's fault.
You know,
that's Ruben's fault.
Because that was going to be one of the best linebackers in the NFL. God, Ruben. Watch him show out while he's in Washington.
Exactly. But, Rumbo, we got Solomon at 3. That year, we could have got Jamal Adams. We could have gotten – because Tark could play the free. Like everybody else in that draft class wasn't the best, but we would have came out better with Jamal at safety, and then you would have imagine Jamal and Ruben at linebacker just for that 1 year. That would have been way better than what we had with Solomon because you would have had Ronald Blair, who's actually produced more than him in all the years,
and produced more than him. But Steve, we got to go, fam. Exactly. I'm telling you, good stuff as usual.
All right.
and have a good time. You on your way to Florida now, huh? So yeah.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving Wednesday because I'm moving back soon too. So I'm leaving Wednesday to just go to the party. So.
All right, fam.
But his draft day party's on a Friday because we know he's not going first round, but still.
Tell you,
it's on
you never
Friday.
know.
So if you get picked by us, just know I'm zooming in.
Yeah, good. Looking forward to that. All right, Stevie. Have a great night. Great night, fam. All right. Yeah, Stevie checking in. Let's go. Hey, Lewis.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
Lewis, man, I'm sitting there combing through the ashes. You know what I'm saying? Lewis, we already know of the players that's probably going to get picked up in the first round. Lewis, what do you do at the second round? Provided, let's say it's a clean thing between the first round and second round. No trade up, sit down, anything.
Hey, Ronbo, I'm excited, man. Just like you, man. It's draft season. Like I told you yesterday, man, it's smoke screen season. You can't listen to all that Murray talk. We already know they're going to take it, man. Yeah. They have no choice but to. Yeah. Simply due to the fact Cardinals already have a blueprint out, right? Mm-hmm. Who is it? Well, the other division rivals. It's Seattle Seahawks. If you could get a quarterback, right, that's mobile and that is somewhat accurate, you can still make playoff. You can still make playoff appearances, and you could take the team far without that crappy O-line that they have, right? Russell Wilson goes at time and time being elusive. So
damn near killed him.
Okay, so back to the Niners. We ain't focusing but nothing else but our Niners, man. We can focus on just the Niners today.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo, first pick, you already know who we taking, Bosa. If we take Allen, I'm okay with that too. I seen Trey from VA say something in the chat as well as people were talking like, oh, Josh Allen's not a scheme fit. That's a lie. Dee Ford was played a 3-4 as well, and he's going to be our Leo. So, and if anything, Josh Allen actually weighs about 14 pounds more than Dee Ford, so he could actually should be playing on the line, on the D line than Dee Ford if you want to take it by that aspect. But anyways, I feel like the Niners love Bosa. John Lynch already said something about it. And so my second round pick, I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. I don't agree with everybody talking about taking a wide receiver. Simply due to the fact that I'm gonna say something, and you're probably not gonna believe it, but no cornerback last year got an interception, and we only had 2 interceptions throughout the entire season. That is disgusting.
I think we got less than that.
Dante Exum has an interception. Yeah, Dante Exum hasn't had an interception, and Jacoby Tart had an interception. Those are the only people who had an interception last year. That is terrible. We can't have that. We need a ball hawk type cornerback. And I say that to say this. John Lynch had already stated that he feels that there's a lot of depth in wide receiver in this draft. So with that being said, I think he's going to take a wide receiver within the later rounds because he feels like he can find the talent. As well as if we had a decent offensive coordinator, I would be like, let's try to get a star wide receiver so that can actually make plays. But because we're in a scheme with Kyle Shanahan, I think he will scheme up to get wide receivers open, which he has done in the past. I mean, look what he's done with Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard. So I think that the Niners will draft a cornerback. I know everybody's talking about Verrett, but I have to see Verrett stay healthy for a season. Everybody's talking about, he's getting healthy. That doesn't mean anything to me. I need him to actually play 16 games this season. And if we make it to the playoffs, play farther than that. So with the 36th pick, I have Niners taking either Rocky Sin, Trayvon Mullins, or DeAndre Baker. Either one of those cornerbacks are going to fall to us. I don't think all 3 of them will be off the board by the time we pick in the second round. So one of the 3, I'm okay with that. With the 67th pick, that's why I feel like they'll dress the wide receiver in the 3rd round. You can get Emmanuel Hall from Missouri, who's 6'2", and he ran a 4.39. He's a burner, just like how everybody wants A.J. Brown, who's a burner. He's a burner as well. He's a little bit taller, and he's a playmaker. Either him or Miles Boykin. Miles Boykin from Notre Dame, he's 6'4", and he ran a 4.42. He does have, like a King Butler, a little bit of dropping issues, but he can get separation, but he can be a red zone threat, which is what everybody wants, right? And then with the 104th pick, I feel like the Niners. John Lynch said something about Jimmie Ward being out there free safety. I said no. As soon as he said that, I said no. I say with the 104th pick in the 4th round, the Niners select Boston College Will Harris. He's a great range free safety. Really good with zone. He doesn't really like to play the run too often, which he has a small frame. He comes in at 190. He's 6 foot, 190. He doesn't really like to play the run too often, and he has issues tackling. But I don't think that's his job. We want him to be over the top. We want him over the top so he can protect Sherman or whoever the cornerback is that's playing across from Sherman. A guy has range. He's fast. He ran a 4.1. That's what I'm looking for. So that's my pick. Will Harris from Boston College. In this round 6 with the 176th pick, they addressed the O-line. I feel like they should. They draft Drue Forbes, O-line out of Missouri State. He's athletic. He fits the zone scheme run that Kyle Shanahan likes to do. And he also is very versatile. He played tackle and guard. And then with the round 6 pick, I feel like the Niners, another round 6 pick, the 212th pick, the Niners draft Drue Tranquill, linebacker, Notre Dame. This kid he could have been a top 15 linebacker this year, but he fell way back because he does have some injuries issues. He had a couple of torn Achilles, but his last season that he just played was his senior year for Notre Dame. He could cover. He's like a Luke Kuechly to me. He likes to soak up tackles. He just loves to engage with the fullbacks, engage with the offensive guards. He likes to just soak up tackles. That leaves either Wagner or Quan. That leaves Wagner or Quan to go ahead and go after the running back. And I feel like he's way better than Malcolm Smith, though, or anybody's better than Malcolm Smith.
Everybody, Malcolm Smith, boy, God. He's the only scary player I see on our defense. I don't know what he's bringing to the table. Is he healthy this year or what? It's a scary thing. So we'll see.
But like I said, I could be wrong. They could go, wide receiver second, but I just don't feel like after what John Lynch had his press conference, after what he said, that he feels there's a lot of depth. I think that means they're going to go for a wide receiver in the later round, which I feel like there is some good wide receiver talent in the third round. Like I said, that kid from Missouri, look at his tape. The kid is fast. He reminds me of a lot like the Will Fuller kid from the Texans. He has explosive speed. He's a little bit taller than AJ Brown. So
we're gonna send that. Hey, Lewis, good stuff though, fam. I appreciate you sharing that with us, man, because you got that all in quick too. Good stuff. I mean, it's because it's round 2 to me. I think I know Kyle wants this guy, but
Right. I hear you, but like I said, if Verrett is out, I mean that means we're gonna put whatchamacallit back in. We're gonna put in Akilla. Like, come on, like we gotta be real. That man's been back shoulder faded to death.
I gotta tell you though, Lewis, I'm telling you, I'm one of the few people. Me and his mom and his dad, and maybe his girlfriend, we're the only people that think he was looking better toward the end of last season. I thought before he went down, he had a couple of good games.
If you want to say that, Ronbo, I've just seen him get beat by OBJ consistently.
No, but that was earlier. That was earlier. He got better toward the end. He got smoked a couple of weeks after that OBJ incident too.
Yeah,
but he got better.
He got smoked by the Packers.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see, Ronbo. But like I said, whatever the Niners do, I feel like we're going to address a lot of needs and we're going to flip it around this year. So go Niners.
All right, Lewis. Good stuff, fam. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Ronbo. Take it easy.
All right.
Later.
Yeah. All right. Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, you know how we do, man. It's almost draft night, man. Everybody's wondering if they got this right. What are the Niners going to do? They're going to make sure we're still better than we were last year. No more bad first-round picks. Well, last year we didn't mess up. We've had the first year was a mistake, but not completely because of their pick, because we didn't know Ruben was a mental case. And Solomon Thomas has had some very seriously bad family issues. He may be a better football player than what we're seeing. You can't give up on your people too soon, but it looks like we're going to have to wait and see if it gets better. So,
Oh yeah. Well, it's just something in a way. You look at Solomon Thomas being the third pick in the 2017 draft for us. The first year out, he played so in 2017, but then 2018, his sister, those things happened. And so it left him in a very bad place, I believe. But anyway, hopefully this year he's moved on from it. He's learning how to cope with it, which I know it's hard and it's really tough to deal with. But I think he may actually, I believe Solomon may show us a game of football that we've been waiting to see because it's. I mean, I really do think so because of simply he's such a powerful player. To whereas when he bull rushes, it's really like it's a direct line to the quarterback. And I think you said it last night that or someone had said on the show that Brady had, I think it was you, that Brady had stated, if you come at him from both ends, he can get the timing right and still
Step
escape
up.
with from you. But if you pressure him right up the middle, that's when all the, oh shoot, let me get rid of the ball as quick as possible.
Because he ain't got no mobility. He can't go right to
He
left.
don't have no mobility. They all down around his feet now, and they're coming at him, and he's backing up, and he know he's going to be eating the dirt once they get him. So it's, that part of the rush, I think he's going to excel with the additions of what we have right now and where we're trying to go. And I do believe that, this Thursday is a very important day for us because I'm going to be satisfied with whoever they pick because, we could talk about it all week, all month long, all leading up to the draft. And, it's good sports news about our team and how everybody is feeling and what we should do. But at the end of the day, it's up to them. But like I said, I do believe that we will see his production go up this year by continuing to add more pieces around him. I'm kind of sticking to, what I've been saying all along in my pick, who I'd like to see him pick. Now, will they pick him as in Josh Allen? I don't know. But I heard a caller that was on maybe 2 callers ago that had said that he had been watching Allen all through high school and into college, and it seemed like every year his production levels just continue to rise. And he just started playing better football. And I think all of these guys are basically a project. The ones that you're saying that we believe that are ready to start now, being able to play the game, but to play it to the fullest of their position, it's going to take time with some. Some of them are not going to get it right out the gate, but as long as you pick one that is extremely productive and can be beneficial to your team and what you're trying to do is the greatest thing you can do in the draft. And like I said, to me, with Bosa, there's injury issues. There's issues of the simple fact that it's just one position that he plays. And nowadays, the way offenses will spread out defenses, you've got to have linebackers that can cover, man. When we look at our linebacker roster, there is some names on there that we would just love to just basically white out the name where they're not on that team no more. And that starts with a fellow by the name of Malcolm Smith. Okay, because I have had, I'm serious.
I am too, because I have to laugh. I'm scared.
Ronbo, that is one of the reasons why I'm so hung up on Josh Allen. Okay, because right now, for this defense to truthfully go forward, between the two players, I know that everybody has got their own opinions about who they think is better suited and could bring more production-wise to the team. To me, I just still see it as Allen. Because one thing I do know that he has is great cover skills. He's played basically the Sam at the University of Kentucky, as well as coming off the edge. So that's a player, to pass on and say, well, we'll come back and get the linebacker in the 4th round. Why would you pass on the cream of the crop, being able to pick this high? And if it all goes well, hopefully we won't be picking nowhere above the number 30 pick or 32. 32 or 30. Okay.
And James, you know what? We got to stop there, but it ain't over yet. He may be. He may be the guy, and they may be talking all around him just for that reason. So
man.
it ain't over yet. So
no. It's but we're in a great place, and we've got to make it work to an advantage for us. I don't think trading that pick and trying to acquire more players when you're still going to not be able to get the players that we may still pick 2 other picks from the picks we acquire possibly from trading that number 2 pick. But will that player's talent level be as high as the player we had a chance to take sitting there at number 2? Now we're trying to go for him at number 18 or 12 or whatever it may be. But anyway, we got tomorrow and a wake up to go.
Yes, we do. And it's gonna be scary though. I tell you, I can't wait. All right, James. Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow.
Have a great evening. Niner Empire, Niner for life. It's coming, y'all.
Nobody says that. Night, James. Hey, okay, Niner up in here. Butler in the 3rd round. All right. And what up, Niner fam? It's up, okay, Niner. Thanks for the contributions, fams. And Lawrence Parker shed some light on a real fact. Cometron, I realize you're taking a position and you're launching shots. And as a matter of fact, Cometron, you can take all the shots at me you want. I don't care. But I really wish you'd give everybody in the chat a break. I want to repeat Lawrence Barker's his comment right now. Say it loud. Red, gold, and proud. Listen, Cometron, you have accused the man of being homophobic. You've accused him of being a racist. I watched a special on Nick Bosa today, and his parents went searching around. At 7 years old, he tried to talk him out of being a football player. He wanted to be. I saw him as a 7-year-old with a photo. It looked like a Tarzan movie. He was the only little white face in the whole group. His coach was black. Every teammate except for maybe one more was black. He grew up with black people. You take a comment he made about certain things and you have interpreted it as him being racist. Political views aren't always synonymous with racism. So getting mad at people in the chat because they support Bosa is absurd. His dumbass rants from 2 years ago, I understand that. But stop attacking people or I'm going to drop you. All right? I just got to do it, man. I don't like racism, either color. Either color. White, black, any, it doesn't matter. Racism is racism. Knock it off. Please. Jeez. I'm trying to have fun here. Come on. Ho. All right, where were we? Hey, David.
That was a good speech, Ronbo. And you're reading somebody's info on there. I tell you, it's true. It's true. I couldn't agree with you more. It kind of spoils everything. So just let it go. Let it go. It's tiring, man. It burns everything out.
It's all about football. And how's it going to go through all through? David, every sport in America is usually the 3 major sports is surrounded by black athletes. I mean, you're not going to be a racist and endure that. You may have your own political views, but as far as him running around with a rope hanging out of his locker and I'm hanging some black dude tonight, that's not it. And I think some people get a little carried away. Just calm down with that, please.
Yeah. It's true. It's unfortunate and it's true, but I mean it's horrible, man. But anyways, back to the good stuff. It's not football here, so I'm excited, but I'm burned out, man. I mean, the hype
worse than that in a couple of days. Wait till draft night.
And then I was watching the Sharks game yesterday. Oh my God, I think drained me. That drained me. But okay. So let's this way I look at it. We don't know where we're gonna get any person that we pick. Honestly, we don't know. People can say, "Oh, this guy's more polished, and this guy's got more polished than that guy." They do good in this conference, that conference. They play against these people. At the end of the day, it's kind of hard to really know what you're going to get. I mean, honestly, right?
In a play, I know.
You know?
That's why I'm still hoping Solomon Thomas delivers. I'm not giving up on him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Some people, they blossom little by little. Plus, when you have stuff that happens to you in your personal life, it can impact you, man. It takes you out of whatever you're doing, and your mind's somewhere else, and you can't focus. You're like a shell of yourself when you're there, when you're at work. So you can't focus, you know. So just coming off and saying, "Oh, he's bad," you know, maybe put him at defensive end is not a good thing, and they know that by now. But put him back in natural position, let him work his way in, play him. Is he going to be the next, Brian Young? Probably not. Maybe not. You know, will he be a serviceable player that'll play decently? Maybe. You know, I mean, we don't know. We just don't know. You know, so when we had gotten T.O. Terrell Owens, and he was wearing number 15. When he first came in, he was wearing number 15. They didn't know who he was. Yeah. And he started exploding during preseason. And they're like, well, who is this guy, man? Mm-hmm. This guy's good. You know? And then he became Terrell Owens. So, and it could be the same thing says, AJ Jenkins, oh, this guy's going to be good. It's going to be good. The guy thinks up the joint. You know? Mm-hmm. Or Rashawn Woods. Remember that guy? Mm-hmm. He's supposed to come in and replace Terrell Owens.
Oh, right. And, some of those guys went in.
Guy didn't even make...
Their career was quick, and it was on, off to the next place. Forgot about him.
That's it. And then way back, like in 1996, 97, they were trying to recover and get back that defensive end presence after Ricky Jackson had retired after he won the Super Bowl in 1994 with us, and the team was slowly kind of digressing. They drafted this guy named Israel Infante. Okay, he was supposed to be like the next.
Remember these names, and he remembers difficult names.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the next great defensive end. Was wearing number 57, I believe. Israel Infante. He comes in. They're making a big deal of this guy. He doesn't get past preseason. He doesn't make it on the team. Yeah. So you don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, let's just be honest. But I don't know. We'll see. You pick Bosa, you get a defensive end.
Mm. And Dave, just like Lynch is saying, guys that get drafted, they haven't been getting rid of draft picks, right? Every guy they draft, they hold on to them and get rid of Trent Baalke's picks, right? They're saying now, you come in now, you got to take somebody's job. If you're not drafted number 1 or maybe number 2, you could be gone. Do the best you can. We ain't making no promises, So, you're right. It's going to be interesting to see what happens out there. That competition will be rough this year. Rough! Woo!
Yeah, competition. We actually have a core now. There's an actual built-up core. Yeah. Now it's time to decorate the outside. It's time to sharpen it, right? Yeah. So, it took some time, took some headaches, took a lot of our fans, upset and whining about it, and not being instantly good. But
I know, right?
It takes
we
time,
need
man.
to be patient.
Yeah,
because a player is still a player. Exactly. And you know what's so funny? You mentioned that, Dave, because we're seeing what's his name just blossom. Actually, Dee Ford wasn't that good his first 2 years.
Exactly.
Frank Clark wasn't all that his first couple of years.
That's right.
Even DeMarcus Lawrence, I didn't even know who he was until last year. DeMarcus Lawrence has been in the league for 4 years. So, sometimes guys take a little bit, they got to have a little time. So
you just never know. You never know what you're going to get, I know you got a lot of callers, but a couple things. And I know I always say stuff, and I'm not trying to name drop. I know these people. I know those people. I don't care.
What you run into, Dave?
I don't care what people think. People figure that guy, he's a liar. He's full of crap. I don't care what they think. But honestly, okay,
I believe you when you say that.
And this is true. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly where I grew up, where I live, and more or less where these people, were hanging out. So over in San Jose, South Side area, next to Blossom Hill, by over by that area and that area. My little boy was in kindergarten. He made some friends, and one of his buddies, the dad, first name Terry. I won't say his last name. I'll keep his last name confidential. First name Terry. He's actually the equipment manager for the Niners. And he's still there to this day. And this is what I can tell you that you don't know what you're going to get. You remember when they drafted Bear Pasco?
No.
That tight end? Bear Pasco? Yeah, he was one of our draft picks. He went to the Giants after when we let him go.
Right.
He was like, man, they were raving about that guy. Wow, this guy's big, he's strong, he can block, he can catch. This guy's a complete package. A year, that's it, he's on. Goes to the Giants.
And that's happened. Remember the guy we got from England? Just a mountain of a man, gone. And I think he went to the next team. He's already gone.
Yeah, gone.
But Dave, we got to continue tomorrow, though, fam, because we ran out of time. But I'm looking forward to hearing from you again, man.
No problem.
All right, dude.
No, I will come back. And again, 13-3, because Jimmy likes double D's.
I knew Dave would not leave without at least one zinger.
Ronbo and David, Law Lords, we're out.
Jesus. I got to write that one down. I like that one. Thanks, Dave. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
God. Hey. Nighthawk. Nighthawk. Oh, you know what I always love? When Nighthawk goes to sleep and forgets to turn off his phone. Because I guarantee you the Hawkman is asleep. Because he always jumps right up as soon as I yell at him. Nighthawk! Can't hear anything. Nighthawk? Nighthawk! Okay, Nighthawk's out. All right. Hey! And make way for the Sheik!
Ronbo! I'm awake.
Sheik, man, wasn't Bashar the one? Bashar pretended like he was asleep one time. You got to do that whenever now. Or I'll do both Sheik and also Nighthawk, who was asleep. Every now we get some great sleepers. Somebody called and apologized last week. The guys who really aren't acting and really are asleep are the best. But, you know, if you get...
But hey, Nighthawk has that crown, man, of more sleeping on Ronbo. So hey,
and he used to be on the camera, was even more fun. He'd like zoom in and pass out.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Ronbo?
Oh man, I just sit back and hey,
what's going on, man?
Because we're getting close. Everybody knows there's going to be one of 3 picks right in the first round, pretty much, unless they trade down. But the chances of that are they're probably going to trade down. If they do, they're not going to go far. Because the 49ers, that's just been their pattern. First round, if we trade down, it's like 1 or 2, so it's not going to be anything crazy. But second round, Sheik, this is the thing nobody's talking about. This is the mystery. This is the mystery pick. Are they going to trade up in the second round, get back to the first round? Are they going to stick with number 36 and grab what? Or what's going to happen with that?
Well, there's 2 situations. I think that if we both need on both positions right now is wide receiver and safety. And I think there's several guys going to be available in the second round. Like Adderley will probably be there. Savage will be there. Wide receiver N'Keal Harry is a 50-50. He might be there. Butler will be there. Deebo Samuel 100% will be there.
Yeah?
So,
man, you feel that strongly about 100%, huh?
Yeah, Deebo will definitely be there. Well, the only one is probably might consider getting Deebo is New England. I believe in the 32 pick, so they might consider getting him because the 2 tight ends if they're gone. But I think that we could probably trade down, Ronbo, a little bit, round? Maybe like 4 or 5 picks down. Yeah, second round. I see more because we need more picks, and I think they're thinking about like they give up that second round, they want to kind of have that fill, so they kind of didn't give up any. Not much. Maybe you get 2 picks or something like that. Maybe like a future pick and a pick this year. And because there's quarterback 100 teams, Ronbo. Like there's Greer, there's Finley, there's other guys that might be teams that might be considering going trade up for. But then you could have that Deebo Samuel. You could have a Savage there, and then you could have the extra pick if you want an offensive line, if you want to protect Jimmy G. So there's potential, but if it's a high player like N'Keal Harry's there, one of those tight ends, possibility, but I doubt it now. He might be there, then you stay pat where you're at. But There's another guy I might consider taking in the second. I know we have two linebackers, Mac Wilson.
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of feeling him in the second round too. So that's another guy.
Yeah, he could. And you know what that means? We could get Malcolm Smith up off that position.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
God, Malcolm Smith is worrying everybody, ain't he? Well, hey, Sheep, will watch him come in and just kick butt this year. We're gonna be looking at Malcolm Smith in preseason. What the hell's going on with Malcolm Smith? He just made a play on a pass play. This is the thing. You Malcolm Smith, he cannot cover. He just can't do it. You run, Malcolm will get you. But boy, he'll just beat him up on any pass route.
Yeah, Michael Smith. His time is almost up. Ronbo. He might even I think he might be even cut in preseason.
I do too
because of the cap hit.
That's why they signed him for 1 year.
Defoe's part.
Just in case,
exactly.
in case we can't find anybody else, Malcolm, you got a job. If somebody comes in though and we can use them, you don't have to finish that sentence. Do the best you can, Malcolm.
And another guy, and I know James is not going to like this hearing this, but Elijah Lee, they probably have high potential of seeing him improving and taking that starting role.
See, that's what
and it's a really small contract too, so that's a guy that might boost up to be that starter role.
James, I would take Elijah Lee over Malcolm Smith right now, especially on the Sam linebacker.
Yeah.
Why even bother? Just let Malcolm sit down if we need him, okay. But let Lee play that Sam spot. He needs to be a little heavier though, because usually your Sam linebacker is also a guy that can rush the quarterback. So, that's why you usually see an OLB over there. He's an ILB, so we'll see. Man.
But I see like the only reason Malcolm Smith is still on this team because of Saleh's defense is very
and it's Saleh's. He knows
so
Saleh's
So that's the one reason, and obviously the connection with Sherman and him. So well, the thing, let me tell you this about the first round though, Ronbo. There's a chance. It's a 50-50 for me now, but it'll be really funny if Oakland calls up Arizona and say, "Hey, we'll take Murray." All right, we'll
That's a real possibility, Sheik. Huge. It seems they really don't like Derek. I didn't think it was that bad.
The Oakland A's drafted him, and then he still goes to Oakland.
You know what? Sheik, between you and me, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and whisper. If he doesn't go to the Cardinals where he knows he can flourish because he can run Kingsbury's system, I don't know about anybody else's system. If he doesn't get drafted by the Cards, he will. Hey guys, forget it. I'm going to play baseball. I got a feeling that's it. That is it.
That'd be a great situation.
Whoa!
Screw the Raiders.
He tell the Raiders, I want to thank you guys for letting me use this locker room. what are you doing? What's that uniform you're wearing? That's your Oakland A's. Yeah, I just want to use this uniform. I just want to use this locker room. I'm going to walk on over and get a little warm up in before I'm going to jog over because I'm going to be playing right field. It could happen to a better team.
Did you see that video that Dak Prescott did with talking about Murray? He said, "Hey man, everybody doubted me because I'm a small quarterback. And you go get him." Oh man, I was like, "Dak, you're trash, man."
And as I said, "Dak, you need to worry about your own job. Ain't nobody you ain't gonna get no $35 million." Like, because Russell Wilson set the new standard. I do too, actually. Shake, we gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow,
brother. Well, anyway, faithful, hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Shout out to the Nighthawk fan club. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to everybody. And respect the man, Ronbo, because he's our voice, baby. Let's go.
Thanks, Sheik. Love you, fam. See you tomorrow.
Thanks. Love you too. Shout out to you. Bye.
Man. Lawrence Ford, Butler, Bosa, nightmare for all quarterbacks. And Justice Rosales says, "Thank you, Justin Rosales. We are one, all right? We need to stick together. Love, not hate. Don't come up with ways to hate. That's just what's wrong with this world now." We just did that one first. Hey, Nighthawk! Is he awake? Nighthawk? Nighthawk. I think Nighthawk's really out. Later it gets, it's less chance of him coming in. And hey, P-O-S-U. Posu, huh? Posu. Posu, P-O-S-U.
Yes, sir.
Hey, did I pronounce that right?
What's up, Big Oos?
Hey, Big Oos. Hey, Posu in Polynesia. Oh. Hey, teach me how to pronounce your name, though.
Posu.
Posu. All right. You just got to put the emphasis on the su. Posu.
Just call me Post.
Post. What's up, fam? What are you thinking today, man? I mean, everybody's talking about the first round. We all pretty much know there's going to be one of three people, maybe four. There may be some guy in there we don't know about yet. But that second round pick, Posu, man. I mean, what is it going to be, man? I'm telling you, that's a mystery of the week.
I don't know, man. It's receiver heavy class, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're gonna pick a receiver probably in the third round. I'm thinking.
Who would be good in the third round, though? You know, because you figure like a lot of the guys we've been talking about for the last month or so, I don't know if they'd fall to the third round unless we're talking about somebody like Paris Campbell. Like, who are you talking about in the third round?
Well, I think Hakeem Butler comes to mind.
I forgot about Hakeem. Hey, you're right.
And there's another sleeper. I looked at his measurables. I mean, for like the short shuttle, all the measurables Kyle Shanahan likes with his receivers, you know, the quickness and stuff. Miles Boykin is a sleeper. I was looking at it. For a big guy, he's pretty quick. I mean, on those the short shuttle, the cone drill, and all that. Yeah. I was looking at some of the measurables on him, man. It's pretty quick for a big guy. He might be a sleeper in the.
Yeah, and that's just the way to put him, too, a sleeper, because some of these guys are going to come out of nowhere, and ain't nobody going to be looking at him until, they get into camp. Who would he beat out in camp? See, you got to look at it both ways. So you bring the guy in with a pick, he needs to be able to get something done because the competition this year's in camp is going to be rough. So, because guys already got on the roster as far as wide receivers. People don't think a lot of people think all our wide receivers are trash. Them boys gonna be hard to move out of them spots because they know Kyle's system. They know Jimmie. Can somebody come in there and unseat them? I don't know.
Ronbo, I think you're right, man. Because we got too many receivers. There's just one ball to go around. Mm-hmm. We got too many weapons. And I mean, I don't think it's a necessity that we need. We get a receiver. You know what I mean? I'd rather have like Noah Fant, a tight end.
Yeah, no, see, that's you and me. I've been thinking tight end for weeks. I said, you know what? Everybody's crying about the red zone. We ain't got a receiver that can work in the red zone. Actually, I thought Kendrick's doing a great job in the red zone because the fact he goes in and out of routes real quick. He's got more touchdowns in the red zone probably than anybody we got. Also, if you got Jimmy G as the quarterback, now your wide receivers are a little more effective because of him. See, I agree. I don't know.
There's only so many. There's only so many balls that can go around, man. He can't feed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's not a necessity. I think. Second round, I think they're gonna go interior offensive lineman. I think that's more of a need, for either depth or even for competition for a starting job,
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the first round, I was listening to. John Lynch at his presser, man. It's a possibility. He might, if all the news is correct about Arizona not taking Kyler Murray, they might take Nick Bosa, and then it's a possibility we trade back.
Yeah, and it has to be a quick thing. What do you got? Like 10 minutes between each pick?
15,
Will they get you running all the commercials and everything?
Yeah, I think it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, they got a contingency plan. I'm sure they got every team's got the contingency plans. If their first pick didn't work, you go back.
The first round is 15 minutes, and then I think the second day is more like 10 minutes between picks because it's 2 rounds. So but then I was thinking if they trade back, I don't know. A lot of people ain't talking about Montez Sweat, man. I was watching film, man. He's like he reminds me of Alden Smith.
Yeah, they got that same long body, quick, and eat up a lot of ground with every step.
Yeah, and I mean, I was watching how Alden Smith gave Russell Wilson a lot of problems when Russell Wilson tried to, he tried to run to Alden Smith's side, and he couldn't scramble to his side. Alden Smith wouldn't let him go nowhere,
Alden had that range, just like Aaron Lynch too. Both him and Aaron. Russ can't get away from long people. That's the problem,
And the thing about Montez Sweat, he's faster than Alden Smith.
Way faster too, not just a little bit.
So if he can control that edge, and if Russell Wilson tries to scramble to that side, man, he can just break off. He can play that other end. He can just break off and then use his speed to chase him down. I mean, he looks. I watched some of his film, man. To me, he reminds me of Alden Smith, man.
This style is something similar, ain't it? They got that same kind of bend. So yeah. Hey, did you mention a wide receiver just now in that third round? Ooh.
Yeah, I mentioned Hakeem Butler.
Butler, he's 2 to 3, and you know who else is in the later rounds? Everybody keeps talking about Arcega-Whiteside. You know what? He showed out at his pro day. And there's Miles Boykin. Did you just mention Miles Boykin?
Miles Boykin's another sleeper. I mean, there's so many receivers they can get in the later rounds because, like you said, it's going to be hard to beat out any of our receivers. And we got so many receivers, we're not going to know what to do with them. People are going to get cut.
You got to be good, too. Yeah. So let's see who they go cut.
And if they do trade back for another first-round pick, they can land. I think they can land Montez Sweat, and it might pick up Noah Fant.
Font's not gonna gather first round, though. I can't imagine that. There's too many people who want a good tight end, and them Iowa tight ends.
No, I'm saying if they end up trading back.
Oh, the trade,
yeah, and get another two first-round picks. If they get, like you say, they trade back with the Giants for 6 and 17, you might find Noah Fant at number 17.
Tell you, anything's.
And might take Montez Sweat at 6. But I mean, nobody knows what's going to go on.
I know, because they be talking so crazy, man. All the lies being told between now and Thursday. Paul, man, I'm telling you, let me get on back here tomorrow, man, and see what develops, and let's talk about it. All right.
All right, Robert, man. Love what you do, man.
Thanks, fam. Yeah, it's looking tomorrow.
All
right, fam. Hey, it's Pose. And, JT. Miles Boykin.
What up, Ronbo?
JT, did you know that Miles Boykin is 6'3"? These are guys that I forgot to go back and look at. And, 4'4", 240. Well, what's wrong with him? You can get him anywhere from round 2 to round 4. Arcega-Whiteside. There's some talent all up through this draft. I'm telling you, man, as far as wide receivers go, maybe we need to get more than one. Oh, we ain't that rich. Probably. We still need an offensive lineman.
I'm not too sold on getting a receiver on third round. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Get him in the second?
Get him in the second. Yeah. And that man, if he's on that board, like I keep on praising, A.J. Brown, he wants to be a 49er.
Well, see,
Rice wants him to be a 49er.
I know. He's slated to be available, according to this report. A.J. Brown is 1 to 3. A.J. is like that dude the analysts can't figure out what's going to happen with him. He's anywhere from 1 to 3, but 3 is it. So if anybody's sitting around planning, I'm going to pick up A.J. Brown in the 4th round, they can forget that. But somewhere between 1 and 3, it's a possibility. I think that's what they're thinking.
You go for it. Here, let me say something else today. You want to know what happened today at work?
What happened?
Today at work, some dude bet me $120. I took that bet,
On what?
I got major confidence in the team. $120 that the 49ers is going to have a better season than the Dallas Cowboys. And all these Dallas Cowboys fans that's on the line who can hear me speaking on the Dallas Cowboys and be running their mouth on the show, on the chat.
I bet they're
at the $120 that they ain't going to have a better season than us.
I see Texas boy. He's zooming in. He's been visiting us every day this week. I don't know what for. He's got Dak Prescott as a starting quarterback.
Where you at, Dak Prescott on the chat? Because he's always over running his mouth all the time.
He's scared. I mean, you got Dak Prescott. Yeah. They ain't going to pay him. I mean, what a chance of getting 35 million. So, therefore, next year, Dallas will be back in start-over mode unless they draft a quarterback this year.
Shit. You kidding me? The freaking defenses ain't going to stop that freaking three-headed monster we got coming down? Shit.
Hey, DeMarcus Lawrence already signed now. Okay. I mean, okay. We'll see.
Hey, let me piggyback on what Dre said about my boy Jason Verrett. See, I knew that was a freaking all that bullshit that all people was talking about. He's injured. Man, I'm so happy to hear that he's ready to show out for the team. Oh, please.
Jason's ready.
Sherman's gonna lock me down.
Dre said he's out there running. He's out there covering people and playing ball already. I really wish he wouldn't do that right now. But if he's doing it and he looks like he's comfortable out there, let him alone. He'll be fine. Because ain't no point in being scared, JT. He's got to come out there and go ahead and play. So I'm delighted to hear it.
I'm so damn. I can't wait for the draft to come. And you know what? Third round. I like to see. Just surprise me. I don't care after that. Just pick up the pass rusher and then pick up A.J. Brown, and we can go home after that. I don't give a damn.
Hey, JT, remember, last 2 years, we didn't see George. Most of us went to bed or went ahead and did something else after George Kittle got picked up. We wasn't paying no mind when Warner got picked up. A lot of people said, Dante, everybody's still watching close in the second round, Dante Johnson. Who else did we get that people said ain't no big thing? Trent Taylor, who had a great year his first year.
Trent Taylor, oh, yeah, he was very clutch on third down.
Yeah, who else in the first year? Yeah, pretty much. DJ Jones.
I think Marcel Harris even showed out a little bit too.
Whoa, Marcel Harris. See, Marcel is going to compete this year, JT. I'm telling you, man. Look out. Kowski's got to buckle down. Marcel Harris is legit.
Yeah. Hey, let me say something else, too. You got the Jimmie Ward fan club thing. Count me in the Jimmie Ward fan club, because I'll tell you one thing. He's going to feel more comfortable with elite corners right there doing their job, and he's going to go throw his body up in the mix to make sure there ain't nothing happen up top.
And he's not going to want to be shamed, JT. Jimmy's going to say, I'm playing behind two Pro Bowlers.
In his natural position?
Yes.
Put that boy back in his natural position where he balled out in the first year when we first got him. That's when I liked him.
And why he got drafted in the first place. Yes.
Yeah. Don't be switching that boy to corner. Put that boy in his natural position.
Yes. Let's see. I'm willing to stand behind J-Dub this year. I think this might be the right move. I want to see him after this many years. He may be one of those guys that come out of nowhere in their fourth or fifth year. J-Dub, I'm telling you, man, the J-Dub bunch will rise.
hey, Ronbo. Yo. And before I go, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, hold on. Damn, there was another thing I wanted to say. I actually wanted to, oh, yeah. Can I get a shout out real quick? I wanted to say one thing to an NFL player real quick.
Which one?
If he's listening, just give me an installment or whatever.
Oh, you want
one of those?
All right, JT. In JT's time, it's Monday Night Raw, and time for the first episode of Let Me Holler at You.
Let me holler at you. This is for Mr. Bradley Roby. Man, when the 49ers, man, you had an opportunity to come jump on board and you didn't want to jump on board with the squad, man, what's the matter with you, boy? Are you for real? I'm kind of glad you did that. You want to just go to wherever it is you wanted to go to. I'm glad because you made room for my boy, the one I've been eyeing since 2014, Jason Verrett. Come on down, baby boy, to the squad. Come show out for my team.
Tell you, boy.
Woo!
It with the Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Bradley, man. You're right. Because if he gonna make that kind of choice, all right. Jack,
Hey,
if
good
Jason
business
stays
to you,
healthy
man,
all
'cause
year,
we got somebody better.
Sweepstakes. All right, fam. JT, let me see you tomorrow, fam.
All right. Got an empire.
Yeah. All right. Tell you,
All right.
man, fam, if Jason can make it all season, do you realize what that would mean? Boy, ooh, wee. And if he does get hurt, could it just be something mild? Don't get taken all the way out. That's the only thing I say, Hey, Marcus.
What's up, Ronbo?
Marcus, man, we just sit back here, man, waiting for the time to come when we find out when the 49ers are on the clock and what they gonna do. But what about round 2? Anybody talk about round 2? Because we're so concerned about round 1, and rightfully so. But round 2 could be just as important a pick. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah. I see us grabbing Kelvin Harmon, North Carolina State. He's 6'2", 221. He's not as fast as everybody else is, but I mean he's got that height. He's got plenty of stats.
I thought I just saw him too. I was looking down through the wide receiver group. AJ, Deebo, and Riley, Nikhil. I can't believe Nikhil is right behind Riley. Hakeem Butler. You said Kelvin Harmon, right?
Kelvin Harmon, yeah.
6'2", 224. Comes in at 4'6", 3 cone, 7.15. Whoa.
I don't see him as our second pick though. I think we trade down. I think we keep our number 2 pick and go Bosa with that. And then we trade a lower team, probably in the 20s. I imagine we trade him a running back and some change for a pick. We go wide receiver.
Second round.
First round.
Oh, trade down in the first round? Yeah, that'd be. Oh, you mean trade back? Let me trade back into the first round.
Yeah.
See, I can imagine the 49ers doing that. They've done that twice.
We have a lot of running backs.
Because the 49ers
We have
don't
like
the third or second round. You like to trade up.
We have a lot of running backs.
We got more than we need. In fact, all of them aren't going to make it. I worry about Jeff Wilson. Wilson. I like Wilson. I can't imagine him beating out that group though. Those first 4.
Yeah. What do you think about Anthony Nelson, the D-line from Iowa?
Anthony Nelson.
And he's a sleeper too.
Yeah. You know what though, Anthony? I can't imagine. There's also a guy I was watching today that has one eye that his film shows he's just crazy good. I don't know where the 49ers are going to pick. Why you can't use a draft pick for a defensive lineman right now. The 49ers got way too many interior linemen now. For pass rusher, yeah. OLB, yeah. Boy, I don't know what they're going to do with the defensive line we got now. I mean, Marcus, man, we got to cut some people, man. If I had to cut some people right now, it would take me 17 hours to figure out who I'm going to get. Because they got so many interior lines. I don't know what. Oh, man, I can't get rid of this dude. I want to see what he's got. It's like you look at Julian Taylor. I want to know, is Julian Taylor, I got Kentavius Street back. He looks like a monster already. I'm not getting rid of Ronnie. There's just some guys, you got Armstead, you got Solomon Thomas. These guys need to be. I got to see what they look like first before we can make it. It's too early to even ask this right now, I think. Man, you got
I spotted
Sheldon Day,
safety
DJ
Fresno.
Jones. Huh?
A safety from Fresno. He's 6'3". I see him competing for a spot.
Yeah, I saw him. I put him on the app, actually. I put all the Fresno guys on the app because they're kind of local boys, right? So he looks good.
He does look good.
Him in
I really don't know. You can never tell until they do it.
I know, right? and get them out on the field with, the best of the best. Because that's all the NFL is. It's the best of the college best coming in, especially them exhibition. I mean, them preseason games when you watch them guys trying to win a job, right? It gets crazy out there, man.
Yeah. I listen to the Skip and Shannon podcast while I'm working, and it's funny what them guys are talking about. It is hilarious. Skip's a big Dallas fan. He's always talking about Prescott this and Prescott that, and he's going to take a deal for less than what the current guy is worth, and it's ridiculous.
Dak, if I was the Cowboys, Dak, I'd give him 20. What's Jimmy getting? Jimmy's getting what? 20.
Oh, Jimmy's
27, 28.
27. I think he's getting 27, 28.
Yeah, I'd give Dak 24.
I think Dak gets. I don't know if he gets that, man. I bet he gets like 23, 22.
Yeah, I'll keep Dak around 20, low 20. Because, Dak's got Zeke, which helps him a lot. He had an all-star, a Pro Bowl offensive line, which also made him look good in that playoff year. But then he came back down to earth as soon as he had to work behind the same offensive lines everybody else did. They bottled Zeke up a lot. And all of a sudden, Dak is out there throwing, one mess up after another. So
he's throwing passes to the stand.
Dak, you know what Dak should do? And somebody finally suggested it. Run the ball, Dak. Run the ball. You're 240 pounds, and you're kind of fast. You'd make yourself a little more elusive. Now you got to make defense play a little more honest. So I was the coach. I said, Dak, there are times, pull it down. Go ahead, run.
I was like Mullins last year. He should have took that one down and ran it.
I know, right? Instead of forcing that pass. Yeah, you got to do that.
It killed me. It killed me watching that.
Nick learned a lot of things last year. He even said after the game, I know. Nick is okay.
What do you think about trading Beathard?
What could we get for Beathard? Marcus, think about that for a second. Though. What are you going? You're another GM. What are you going to give us for Beathard, though?
Late second, maybe early third.
Are you serious?
He's already proved himself a little bit, but not enough to really be a starting quarterback, I don't believe.
Oh, I don't think you get a second or third. If you're lucky, you get a fifth or a sixth.
Really?
CJ has shown that he's got a good deep downfield throw, but his judgment, his decision-making, the speed in which he processes, all these things are kind of questionable. You know what, though? Maybe next year, if Kyle could keep him on the practice squad, and I'm pretty sure he can, let him work on some things. CJ may finally come around. He's got to process quicker. Don't take all day to get rid of the ball. They cleaned CJ out most of those times when we were saying, CJ's tough. CJ had to be tough. He didn't know what else to do. He could have ran out. He ran a few times, and it was a good decision. He ran it for a touchdown in the preseason game. But see, did he run for a touchdown against the Giants? I think he did run into the end zone against the Giants that year.
Yeah, I think he did.
But he's got to learn some things and get better.
The trade for Antonio Brown, what do you think about that? What the Steelers actually got for that?
We're out of time, though. Let's get it. Ask me that one tomorrow, Marcus, because I think it's a joke, but we'll talk more about that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Marcus.
All right. That's good. Later.
All right.
Can Comatron shut the hell up already? God damn.
Justin, run here. Justin.
Oh, am I on? Oops.
Justin.
Sorry.
Justin, it's okay. Come on in, man. What's up?
Oh, well, okay. I know you have rules. I know you have rules about persistently naming people, but Ronbo, he freaking destroyed that chat. Like, people are now talking about politics and that. Like, oh my freaking God, can we stick to football, please?
Yeah.
My gosh.
No.
Damn, Comentron in freaking chat.
I'm trying to be patient with Comentron.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm trying. I'm starting to think you're trolling, man. All right, we may have to let him go.
That's so stupid. That is so stupid. It's ignorant to make those kind of comments, you know. I think Rombono had a great example in the beginning, and he finished it off well. And that should just be the best of that. There's nothing else to add to that. There's nothing less to be added to Bosa in his comments. You know, he made it when he was wrong, and it was wrong. Has he apologized? No, we haven't heard it yet, but I'm pretty sure he will. Just give him time. God, that's the end of it. Nothing about other politics. It's that football. That's it. Gosh, man.
I mean,
like I said in the chat, we need to stick together. Love, not hate. Bring God, y'all.
Because the thing is, if we're gonna go play the race card with affiliations to politics, Kanye West is all up at the White House saying all the good things you can say about the president. So I'm saying, I don't know about being racist because of your political affiliations. There may be some things you don't need to agree with or do agree with, but I am not going to sit here and call that man a racist knowing where he's been and who he's been with. That's just ridiculous. So, and if you got an argument,
it's completely unfair.
What's I'm saying?
It's completely unfair to it. It's completely unfair because I was a little angry with freaking Bosa, but as a thing, I'm more down on it. I was thinking maybe he didn't think about his comments. Maybe he, maybe I don't know. I don't know what is going on.
Justin, the thing is, we all got some political views that may not be appreciated by people. It is the way it is. That's the way America rolls. You get to think whatever you want to think. I don't know if you need to go public. You don't need to take shots at any particular group. He didn't do that. He just said something about particular individuals. If that's the way he feels about that individual, that's his business. He's not bothering me with it. He's bothering some people with it because of the fact they don't appreciate what he said. I understand that. But let's not make a full judgment on his character just for that. As I say, there's a lot of people say things, and some people my own color I don't appreciate too. So that's what I'm saying. I can't call people racist just because of what they're thinking. So,
I'm aware. I just, I don't understand this race card being played. I don't understand it.
And pay no attention to it. Let's get back to football. Hey, as I'm saying, round 2. We already know what's going to happen in round 1. What do we do with round 2?
We got to go. If Chauncey Gardner-Jones is available in the second round, safety. We have to take him.
JT, Justin, I thought I asked you. I thought I tried to get you on the. J-Dub Butts! I thought I tried to get you into it yesterday. I think you told me. Forget about it, didn't you? Okay.
But, Ronaldo, he is injured all the time.
I know. He's going to make it.
I understand you are on board, but he hasn't impressed me at all.
We have the sports science, SS, JT, Justin SS. Hey, Justin, did you write me a note yesterday on the app? That was you, wasn't it? Because you said, as soon as I saw Jimmie Ward, I said, who is this? And then I clicked, Justin! Justin, this ain't no Jimmie Ward, it's Justin. And then I tried to answer you back, and it says, this mail address does not exist. You gave me the wrong address. You silly man.
I thought it would be funny because my dad was like, you should make a bank account.
It was funny. Jimmie Ward sending me mail. Jimmie Ward, click Justin. Oh!
I thought it was hilarious.
I had to laugh.
But I'm thinking Chauncey Gardner-Jones. If he's available, you got to take him because he's the best safety in the draft right now. He's the best safety, and he averaged what was it, 5 tackles per game too?
Yeah.
5 tackles per game in college. So you got to look at
pass production.
Because Robono, I would never forget the 49ers for taking Solomon Thomas with the first round pick. I will never forget.
We got to forgive that. I've already forgiven that. We got to forgive that. We could have got other people.
We could have took Jamal Adams, and we would have been set this evening. We would not have been struggling with Tarheat, Colbert, and all of them. We would have been set because, as you know, Jamal Adams has not missed any games.
Dude's got leadership skills over in New York. Oh, I know. I agree.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I just don't. I saw him. One caller said that Goodwin. There is no comparison to what he went through and Goodwin went through. There is no comparison.
No.
Goodwin went through it twice.
I know, right?
Goodwin went through it twice.
3 children. In 2 years, Goodwin lost 3 children. They had twins this last time. And you already know about the first one. Oh, my God. How do you get over that?
Yeah,
and come back and put your uniform on and run out on the football field? I don't care about this. My life is, you start to feel bad for yourself. Even if you didn't want to, you suffered. You feel bad about your wife. You feel bad about the situation in general. All you probably can imagine is that child. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like I understand Solomon Thomas lost his. I completely understand. I completely, as a person who just lost his uncle last year, I understand. When you lose family, that is tough. That is tough. That is really tough. I don't know how these players sometimes they play through like Juan Alexander, that one game where he played when his brother passed away the day before, and he had an amazing game against the Falcons. I don't know how players do it, but then they end up playing through, and sometimes they do well that year or they do horrible.
Family support. So, sometimes your family say he or she, whoever it is involved, they would have wanted you to go do what you do. And then, you think about that for a second, and you get that feeling that they're watching, and you go ahead and go for it and try to do it on their behalf,
Yeah, I really do think, that I think he'll do well this year because, I don't give him flack because Ronbo, even though I didn't like the pick, I do not like the pick. I don't think it was necessary. I still think he will probably do well because he can switch. If you notice, last year they switched him like what was it, 5 times to this position?
And how many coaches has he had?
Maybe Salah went back, Saul him. Like, okay, he played over here. Let's keep him over there. I'm not gonna entirely blame Salah, but Salah is kind of at fault because he kind of moved him all over the place.
Well, yeah, but in Salah's defense on that one, and you know how I like to defend Salah, they were trying to figure out what to do with Solomon because the bottom line is, if there's somebody to blame, you got to go all the way back upstairs to Adam Peters, John Lynch, Martin Mayhew. He says, guys, this is what you gave me to work with. I'm doing the best I can. See, because Solomon's got to go out there and perform. I could put him put him on the edge. I could put him on the inside. I could put him every spot on the field. If he looks the same in every spot, is it really the coach's fault? I mean, but Solomon knows. We'll see what he looks like this year.
Do you not think that Salah's job is on the line this year? Do you not think he's on the hot seat this year?
He was probably, no.
I do.
I think if Salah's, I'm thinking, like I've always said, you can't do anything if you don't have anything to work with. He's got people to work with. If he looks bad this year, I'll be right along with everybody else hating on him. He's got weapons now. He's got guys who can get the job done. If they still struggle, right, I'll agree with it. Justin, we got to go, though, fam.
Yes, sir.
All right, see you tomorrow, huh?
I just everyone in the chat, learn to get along. Y'all you just learn to get along. We're all human beings at the end of the day. Get along.
I really wish that could be the case. All right. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, we're all human. We are human, okay? That's the end of the day.
There you go. All right. Have a good night, fam.
You too.
Let's get on. Hey, Tony.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, man, just sitting back here having fun with contemplating this time of year. Who are we going to pick up, and are we going to get better because of it? First year was 50-50. No, what am I saying? Tony, you know what? First year was really a success. Everybody complains about the first round, but look at, we're still waiting for a kilo, but when you look at George Kittle, I'm looking at DJ Jones. Tony, do we have anybody else in the first year? Trent Taylor wasn't bad in the first year.
Yeah, and then I feel like CJ, he helped us get better picks in the draft the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's
good for that. But I think this year is really going to be the make or break year in the draft. We have to get at least 2 cornerstone pieces.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that brings me to a point about drafting a defensive end. I was looking at Auburn highlights for Dee Ford, and it turns out he played on the line in college. He had his hand in the dirt, rushing with 3 other guys. So the main thing when he went to Kansas City, he ran a 3.4 was he going to be a scheme fit? And I think the reason why it took him so long is because he didn't run that scheme in college. So I fully expect him to be very useful. Yeah, more comfortable, more consistent. And honestly, at this point, I think if Kyler falls into our lap, which I'm not buying it, I feel like the Cardinals are putting out that story so Josh Rosen gets a better trade value.
And also so the 49ers will trade up.
I don't think they expect any of that. I don't think we want Nick Bosa that much because John Lynch was almost frothing at the mouth over Quinton Williams too. So keep that in mind.
I know.
But if Kyler
Dodd's
falls,
good, though. Can't ever tell what he's doing. God, he's that
yeah,
big smile
except
on his
for Solomon
face.
Thomas.
God, he's a great actor.
Solomon Thomas is the only pick that everyone knew because he had a good relationship with him when he took classes at Stanford later in his career. But that's beside the point. I think if Kyler falls in our lap, we really need to take advantage of it because I think there's him as a polished prospect who, I mean, he could deal with pressure a bit better, but in the right offense, I think he can do very well. And that's not just Cliff Kingsbury's offense. I think he can be a great quarterback in most offenses. Even the West Coast offenses, I think he has good skill sets to go along with that. But I think we need to trade back because this draft is so deep. I don't think Nick Bosa is miles better than the other guys. If he falls in our lap and Kyler Murray goes off the board, I think we take him. But if Kyler Murray's on the board, we need to take advantage of that because teams like Washington, Cincinnati, they need quarterbacks. They don't really have an option for the future. And I think they'll overpay like we see every year to go up and get a quarterback. So I think that's the main thing we need to look at. I think if the Raiders really want Kyler and they're willing to trade away Derek Carr, then we could possibly get one of their first-round picks for them to move up a couple spots. But
Tony, one question, though. Do you think that the Raiders would call the 49ers bluff? I mean, you and I both know the 49ers aren't going to keep – they're not going to keep Kyler Murray. I mean, if they drops to him, if I'm the Raiders and you're talking to Gruden's on the phone, yeah, you guys want something for Kyler Murray? You're going to keep him? And if I'm on the phone, what do I say?
Well, think of it this way. The Jets are in the perfect trade-back scenario. There aren't guys in that top 5 that they absolutely have to have. They just need more bodies.
The Jets the Jets are probably going to go for, they really need somebody to replace Barr. Barr really messed them up. They're going to take Allen.
Well, no, they got C.J. Mosley, didn't they? They'll be fine.
The Jets? Did they pick up Mosley?
Yeah. Yeah, 5-year, $85 million. Wasn't that the deal?
It was the Jets' house. No, but who's coming off he's not coming off the edge. Don't the Jets run a 3-4?
Well, yeah, they run a 3-4, but there are so many guys in this draft, they want to trade back. They want to get a cornerstone offensive lineman and an edge rusher. And they can't do that with the number 3 pick.
So
they're going to want to trade
you
back.
threaten the Raiders by saying we're going to keep Kyler Murray, and I got Sam Darnold? See, I just keep thinking some teams can't even call a bluff.
No, but the thing is, Ronbo, teams are going to know that they can trade up with either us or the Jets if Kyler Murray's still on the board.
And have to pay less.
So they're going to...
Yeah. Because I'd rather go up 2 places than go up 5 or 6. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Tony? I'm saying if I trade up 1 place, maybe I'll just give up a couple of things. If I sit and wait and dare the Jets or the 49ers to take Kyler Murray, it's a small risk. If I'm Gruden, I'm on the phone. You take Murray? Go ahead. Good luck. You know, and if the Jets, what are you going to do with Sam? You're going to run around with 2 quarterbacks of that caliber? Go ahead. And if you do, maybe we'll work out a deal after you do. I don't think you could call a bluff on that. I'm just my thinking.
You can't call a bluff, but the positions of other teams before the Raiders is a way you can get them to move on it. Because if they know a team at 3 is likely to trade up, then they're going to want to jump the gun at 2. That's what I'm saying about that. Okay. And I think this year in the draft, we need to find a free safety or a corner and put Jimmie Ward in one of those spots according to who we get. We need to get an edge rusher and then an interior lineman. After that, there are some good receivers, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Hakeem Butler, I think we can find in the bottom of the 2nd, top of the 3rd. So we need to be really smart about this draft. I don't want to be taking projects like Kentavius Street and Solomon Thomas. I want to get proven guys.
Are we still considered a project?
No. I was looking at some comparisons coming out of college, and Michael Bennett was one of those comparisons. Yeah. Bennett wasn't good until probably his 4th or 5th year. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now Bennett became a terror. Yeah, you're right. See, that's why.
The thing with Solomon, it's more technique with him and being able to get a variety in his moves, I guess.
Yeah.
He rarely goes to a third move. It's always one of two moves that he uses.
Yeah. And then completely overruns the play.
He's a great run stopper. He has a great motor, but he needs technique. And I think Coach Kasurek is going to be the guy who really helps him make this leap in year 3.
Tony, get some time tomorrow. Get on back in here, will you? We ran out of time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff, Tony. I always love talking to you, man. Talk to you later, huh?
All right, see ya.
And there's Tony shedding some light on a potential. You never know. Let's see what happens, man. I tell you, you know what? Because there's no way right now. And this is what the NFL wants. There's no way, even if Kyler Murray's number 1, there's no guarantees at number 2. There really isn't. You know, there's probably probability. You could probably, if you mathematical equations, you could probably come up with equals this. But there's no real solid ground to stand on. Hey, John.
Hello.
John.
How are you? Hello.
Yes.
You hear me? How are you, sir?
John, I'm doing great. I can hear you, sure. What's going on?
Oh, perfect. You know what? I had to turn I usually connect the headset to the Mac, but I had to turn that son of a bitch into the Mac Genius today. So I'm like, no computer the week of the draft. It's terrible. So, but I saw it on YouTube. I just have to say, you look very nice in that tank top, sir. You're repping it pretty well. So it's a nice little change for New Jersey. But so
too warm.
I gotta say, I've listened to a lot of people and I talked to my friends about the whole Bosa thing. I'm gonna take it from a different angle. Right. I'm not gonna talk about. I know he was young, and it's not up to us to say let's interpret all that stuff. If it was racist or if he's just young, whatever. Yeah. I will say this: Lynch and Shanahan, whatever mistakes you think they've made, they've done an amazing job with that locker room.
Yeah,
and they have a pulse. And, you know, what that locker room, like, for instance, look at Antonio Brown. We had a dire need at the receiver position. And Antonio Brown became available, and a lot of fans wanted him. But they saw it as he wasn't worth the headache because they saw what a locker room cancer he was. So even though they could have gone after him and filled that need, they held back. Yeah. So with Bosa, if Lynch and Shanahan sign off on him, I'm down with it, man. Like, because they have a pulse in that locker room, and they know what's going to be too much, what's not enough. So if they're down with it, I'm cool, you know?
Yeah, good point.
And that's all I got to say about that.
No, that's a good point, because they screen through people. They're very careful about who they pick up. And bottom line is, on Ruben, I understand that Ruben was not let go because they thought he was guilty. They had also put some other things in place they were hoping Ruben would adhere to. And from what I read, Ruben wasn't doing anything he was asked to do. Maybe Ruben was supposed to be enrolled in some anger management classes. Maybe he was supposed to be doing some other things. But he wasn't doing any of it. And so as soon as the 49ers heard, here we go again, they just is that Roberto? Roberto, please wait a minute. And since that was the case, that was one of the biggest reasons why Ruben was allowed to go join the Washington Redskins. So you're right. 49ers are very serious about character issues. So you're right. If they think Bosa's going to come in, I'm hanging me 5 of you dudes today, and I don't like cornbread or nothing else. And you guys got to. That's people are exaggerating. It's a guy that's got political views and opinions about certain things, but to label him a guy that's been playing with black athletes all his life, a racist, is just it's absurd. I'm not buying it. That's why I'm saying give me a break with that.
Here's it's it's that old argument when people say like, well, I can't be racist. I have black friends. Well,
Bosa never said that.
It's exactly. Oh no. I'm just saying in general, like. So with Bosa, like, I'm not saying he's a racist. I'm not saying he's a bigot, any of that. Do I think he's a meathead? Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't, like, there's a difference. There's a difference between the two. Like, the guy doesn't seem too smart.
Right.
But
you got to watch.
He can rush that passer.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right.
Right?
Nick isn't media. Nick, you're on social media. If you have a future, even if you're not vicious or to be taken way too seriously, you're going to be perceived as some people are going to put you in. Don't put things like
totally.
that. You want to don't. You know, it's some things you keep to yourself.
Well, even when he came out on ESPN and he was like, well, what did he say exactly? He's such a moron. He said something like, I took it down because I may be drafted by the Niners. It's like, you just fuel the flames. Just shut the hell up.
No, okay, that's what I'm saying. Nick is not, when it comes to social grace, okay, he's a little strange. But like I said, Nick, I don't see him being a racist. I've been around guys like that before. That's why I know he's not a racist as much as he is a little stupid about certain things. Well, that's because he led a sheltered life, and he's got his own opinions, and he doesn't know what's PC. He really doesn't. But I'm sure he's going to learn it pretty fast coming up in the days ahead. So,
and Ronbo, I think you hit the nail on the head with that comment with him being sheltered. I totally, I've been thinking like he's had this silver spoon in his mouth, or even though when he was at Ohio State and all his teammates were a lot of different ethnicities, nobody, like Bosa was seen as royalty at Ohio State, with his family and everything. With his brother and it's going to be a different dynamic. It's going to be a different dynamic for him in the NFL versus a lot of other people and where they come from. So that'll be interesting. But like I said, at the end of the day, if Lynch and Shanahan are cool with it, then I'm not going to stress over it. I'm not going to lose 5 minutes of sleep. Now, to more important things, where are you going to watch the draft, and what food are you going to prepare? What's the setup at the Ronbo house?
I'm thinking I'm going to bring a pizza in. I'm going to be right here in front of this monitor going nuts because I like to share these moments with the chat and everybody as we're still sitting there watching the game or watching the thing. And, And pizza, like me and the Ninja Turtles, we that's where we link. There's nothing in this world better tasting than pizza.
Now, what type of pizza, sir?
Well, anywhere, as long as there's plenty of mushrooms, I'm pretty much happy with anything. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Now, the deal breaker is this: ranch or blue cheese for the dipping.
That's always been a real dilemma with me. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Let's go blue cheese because you got the pizza going, you got the cheese. Let's go blue cheese. All right.
That was the only accepted. That was the only acceptable answer. But good night, faithful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me the time, and go Niners.
All right, fam. Have a good night. See you tomorrow when you get some time. It's John. And blue cheese or ranch has been the question in America for how long? Hey, Daryl Green. Daryl, come on in, man.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Oh, Daryl, man.
Go Cowboys!
Oh, Daryl. Daryl, you have to bring up Dak Prescott every now and then. But Daryl, what we're doing tonight is what we're going to do with that second pick. The second round pick, should I say. It ain't about the first pick. I know, nobody's talking about the second round pick. Everybody, we're talking about wide receiver, safety, offensive lineman. In everybody's mind, those are the three positions that have to be addressed. But which one is at the top of the list of priorities? This is where it's crazy. Which one? Because Kyle wants this guy. He wants a wide receiver because he thinks we don't have enough.
I think he gonna get two wide receivers in the draft.
You think two?
Yeah, I think he gonna get two.
Could be.
I think he gonna get Jimmy G some weapons.
It's gonna depend who's left after. You know what though? It may be who's left after round two, and if anybody's special, they'll get him. You're right. I bet that is what would happen.
Yeah, they got their people already who they want. They target on already. And like you were saying, what Kyle want, he gonna get it.
Yeah, I know, right? they get hardcore when it comes to that. They'll give up everything. But John, we're gonna give you to that team because we need that player. The 49ers are serious when they want a player. So yeah.
Yeah, would it be crazy? Would it be crazy if they get DK for you?
I would love, because I could get real partial toward a player even if I know, like Jimmie Ward. I want Jimmy to succeed this year so bad. I'm rooting for him, but I know we probably going to be in trouble then when he gets hurt. But I like his style when he is playing. And then if we're going to get, DK, his cone drills, it's going to be so sad. Because here's the thing, if DK doesn't get a job in the NFL in the first round because of his cone drill, it would be a shame. DK's cone drill is terrible. Daryl, terrible. His hips are too tight. He can't pivot.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, though? I would work out a system where I could use him. DK, I just want you to go straight down the field. Just throw me a little button hook, and Jimmy's going to hit you on that on the time pad. But DK, you got to hurry up and get there because I know you can. As soon as you see Jimmy cock, you can just move to your right or left quickly, you know?
Yeah. That quarterback, the Cardinals talking about, if they don't get him, like they were saying, it's going to be some hell out here.
No, that's why.
It's gonna be a ride, boy. I'm telling you.
They know it's a PR nightmare. That's why I said, it's too late for them to have to do that. Then they got everybody all pumped up. So.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends that they go for that team, and that's who they want.
I know. I know.
It's gonna be something.
And they know in the front office too.
They're gonna have Phoenix shut down for a minute.
It would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man,
but you know what though? We just got to win 10 games this year, and I see 10 without a problem. But I want 11.
I see 11.
There's those
I'm going with 11.
losses.
I'm going with 11 wins this year. 11 wins.
It's real
That's
possible.
what I'm sticking with.
It's real possible.
Oh yeah.
We got too many road games.
Everybody, if they don't get hurt, we should be good.
And if I could keep Richard Sherman and Jason Verrett, if I could keep them boys standing up at least for 15 games, that's right. Daryl, that's why I keep saying, look out for Jimmie Ward. He ain't going to be looking like no sucker behind them two players. I don't believe it. Jimmy's going to be playing his butt off. All right. I may be wishing for too much.
So what about that wide receiver we picked up that Kansas City had? They drafted and we picked them up.
Wide receiver from KC?
All season. Yeah, we picked him up. I think it's all season.
Wait, you're talking about from the Eagles?
No, not
okay,
him.
Are you talking about Jordan Matthews?
It was from Kansas. Yeah, it was somebody from Kansas City we picked up. He didn't play last year, but we picked him up.
I go back and look. You got me there. I know we picked up Jordan Matthews, and another wide receiver. Chat, help me out with this. You know what? I'm not sure, Daryl.
I know Kansas City picked him. They let him go.
Wide receivers. Did Max McCaffrey end up in Kansas City? No, you couldn't be talking about Max. Stephen Dunbar Jr. hadn't been played yet.
He was a rookie.
Tall?
He was a rookie. That's all I know. I just can't think of his name right now.
All right. When I got more time, I'll look to it because I'm going to be ready for that next time you ask. I'm not sure who that could be.
I heard what's name going to be ready for the first game, right?
Wait a minute. Where's Jordan Smallwood from? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Daryl. Go ahead. Say it again.
So you said, what's name going to be ready for the first game that we playing this year?
Are you talking about Jason Verrett? Who are you talking about?
The one we picked up. We got in free agent from the Bucks.
From the Bucks. Oh, Quan. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody's saying anything about Quan. They're saying they're not going to.
I heard somebody say that he's going to be ready. I know they said they ain't going to rush him.
It was Smallwood. You're talking about Smallwood, 6'2", 225. Originally signed with the Kansas City Chiefs and was undrafted rookie free agent last year.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Well,
I think he gonna do something too.
49ers wants to pick him up for a reason. We'll see.
But man, I just can't wait for the season.
Quan Alexander, though.
I'm going.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
about
going and get. I'm I'm gonna say out of my wife. I'm gonna get off.
Let me
I
tell her how Dak Prescott ain't gonna get paid no $35 million.
All right, tell
her. Yeah, hello. Yes, I want.
Hello.
I want to wish you luck because you see the Dallas Cowboys have a lot of problems, as you know, and Dak Prescott's his contract is going to retire, and Zeke he looked a little tired last year in the playoffs. I'm not sure about this.
We gonna see.
All right, I'm gonna get that shout out.
Yes, and you ready? Niners coming for Dallas.
Right, go Dallas.
All right, y'all have a blessed day. All right, you take care. All right.
You too. Have a good night. All right, we have Roberto in it. Roberto. Wait, I'm sorry. And it's time for Roberto. Roberto, man, you keep me laughing when people's talking, man. I was like,
this is the Roberto Show. Roberto the Joker.
Roberto, if I could ever, Roberto, if I could ever get a film crew in a movie put up, I need a bad guy laugh. We're gonna get the Roberto bad guy laugh. That is really special, man.
my name is John Lynch, the Joker. we getting everybody from the defense. and the Rams select Rudy from the trash.
As a matter of fact, did anybody see Rudy in the chat today? Rudy came in and took a shot at me yesterday.
Yeah, like this, Ronbo. Like this, Ronbo. And this is Commissioner Goodell. The L.A. Labs select with the number 1 selection, Rudy from the trash.
Hey, Roberto, I need to get some football from you, though, from 49er football. Hey,
what's up?
Rudy, man, I mean, what are we going to do? Did I call? Yeah. I called Roberto Rudy. See that? We talked about Rudy so much. Roberto, I'm sorry. Roberto. What has to say? Hey, Roberto.
Okay, I'm going to call you. I'm gonna call you MC Niner. Okay,
oh!
Okay, MC Niner. I'll be out there. I'm gonna be right now in your house, MC. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you your J Jump.
Roberto, if you seen some of the places he likes to sleep, yeah, you won't. The man sleeps in incorrigible places. Hey, but Roberto.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Like second round, everybody knows we're going to get one of 3 players, maybe 4. I don't think it's even one of the 3 players. We already know about the first round. Roberto, man, you got to go to the second round, man. That's a very important round. That's high on the order, especially we're picking number 36. Roberto!
Number 36.
Who you picking?
Yeah, what's up, Ronbo?
Who you picking, man?
Yeah. We picking, with the 36th pick, we picking Ronbo from Ronbo Sports.
I had to feel.
No.
I'm ready. I'm ready. What do you want me to play, Coach? I'm ready. How about you sit down over there and stay out of the way?
So he could smash some black. So he could smash Russell Wilson and make him like a.
Oh yeah, Coach. Let me play a spy, Coach. You know nothing about me. Let me just get. Coach, I can do this. All right. All right. If Wilson gets out of that pocket, you're fired. No problem. All your bonuses, no problem. Your salary, we're not paying you. Okay, Coach, you went too far on that one.
Yeah. With the 36th pick, who I would pick. I would pick, man.
You got to think about it.
Maybe that.
I told you at the beginning of the program, I want to know who you got at number 2, at number 36.
Oh, man, I can't.
Let me narrow it down to you. Do you feel like a wide receiver is real important? A cornerback, a safety? Well, let's put the safety and cornerback. DB or offensive lineman? Roberto, what of the 49ers lineup is making you the maddest? And remember, you still need to get rid of Malcolm Smith. You might need an inside linebacker or outside linebacker, should I say.
Yeah. I'll say a player to replace Malcolm Smith and a wide receiver.
And you got to wait till round 2.
Yeah. Well, round 2 I'll pick somebody to replace Malcolm Smith.
Yeah.
And then a second round pick.
Yeah.
With the second one of 36, a wide receiver.
You're going to replace Malcolm. Wait. You're going to replace Malcolm Smith with a wide receiver? But you know what? I got no problem with that. Anything I can do to keep Malcolm Smith off of that Sam linebacker spot, okay, I'll take it.
but I'll get his replacement, and I'll get a wide receiver because we don't got no what's his name? The guy that he used to play for the Redskins.
Oh yeah, Ruben. Ruben was never going to play the Sam.
No, the wide receiver.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Vernon. No, not Vernon. Oh, wide receiver. Oh, wait. I got it. It's Garcon. P.R.
Yeah. We need his replacement, a wide receiver.
I get it. There's a few guys that can fit that mold.
A wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think he's a wide receiver. Yeah, we need a number one, like a number one savage wide receiver.
But Roberto, what's going on with your microphone? Roberto, you've had a great microphone, and all of a sudden, your microphone is doing all kind of crazy things.
Man, maybe because he's ready for the draft.
Roberto, we're out of time, fam. Hey, Roberto, I'll look for tomorrow night as we count down 48 hours before it's time to do the thing. Yes. All right, Roberto.
Oh, yeah. Hey, shout out to Coach Tim. He said that some people don't know me. Well, you got to know me. This is the Roberto Show from Rumble Sports. All right?
Agreed.
Hey, Roberto the Joker is coming to near you, to a city near you.
Thanks, Roberto. I'm going to see you tomorrow, Roberto. Have a good night. Oh, man. Roberto's always just a ball of energy and fun. Hey, and we go down to see. He's on the phone right now. We call him the Hulkamaniac. What's going on, brother? Yes, I almost got that. Hulk!
What's up, brother?
Hulk, man. Haven't talked to him forever. Great to hear from you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me read Jack. Bob Money makes a statement I'm really appreciating as I look up there that says, D.A.K. looks like a bum. Good call, Bob! Hulk, man. Hey.
Oh, I see a picture of him. He looks like he's about, Ezekiel Elliott looks like he's about 100 pounds overweight.
I know, right?
He looks like C.J. Anderson.
Him and what is a quarterback over in that's taken over in Miami? What is that, Miami?
Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and I love Fitzpatrick's explanation. Well, I got 3 kids, and they all had birthdays, pretty much back to back to back. And, we had to have cake for each one. I'm looking at Fitz. So what'd you do, give the kids a little piece of cake and you ate the rest? I mean, come on, man. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, and I had friends that had birthday parties and, whatever.
That's crazy. But anyway, the Cowboys and the NFL analysts are saying the Cowboys are poised to go back to the Hulk, you don't understand? The Rams are supposed to dominate the West again for some reason I don't understand. As I look at that team, I don't know where the domination is supposed to be coming from. Hulk, you and I both know. Everybody has the Rams figured out now. If you freak golf out, he will submit, all right? Belichick knew it, and that's exactly what he did. Because let's face it, the Patriots played some of the worst football I've ever seen offensively. Granted, the Rams did a fair job on defense, but the Patriots didn't have anybody but 2 guys, Brady and Edelman. Hogan was dropping the ball right and left. And nobody else was doing anything. So it was just, and Gronk made a cameo appearance here and there, and that's all it took to beat the Rams. That's why I say next year when we play the Rams, if we play defense on the Rams, that could be interesting.
I mean, they used one receiver the whole game.
Edelman, that's how come he got MVP. Man, come on. Team ain't all that. And they lost too many people. And Ronbo, man, you trying to talk yourself out of the Rams, still a force. I've got that argument too. And I know you're watching too. Shut up! Okay, I just want to get that in. Thanks, Hulk. But anyway, Hulk, I'm sorry. It's your time. We're talking about the second-round pick and what we're going to do with that.
I'll agree with the guy before Tony, Gardner Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Because think about it. Him and Marcel Harris played together at Florida.
Oh, yeah. Familiarity is a good thing.
And I hate the Gators. Trust me, I hate the Gators. I'm a Vols fan.
And I
okay.
One thing about you, Hulk, you hate a few teams, and when you really hate a team, you're serious, too. You know, so you think we're going wide receiver in the second round, too, then?
No, safety.
Oh, safety. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Charles Gardner Johnson, what his name is?
Yeah, I can't think so. There's a Gardner. Okay. Yeah. A safety. Hulk, I can assume from that you're not on board with the J-Dub Bunch. I can assume that you're not wanting to be a part of that.
Well, yeah, but they only signed him for 1 year, right?
You know, it's a proven year for our boy. You know, Jimmy's got to realize.
But if Verrett stays healthy, then he might do better.
Right? Because what the 49ers have asked safeties to do in the last 2 years is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, a quarterback's picking back there, got all day to throw the ball, and the receiver's going to win that battle 9 out of 10 times. You got the cornerbacks were, except for Sherman, of course, were suspect. So the safeties are getting roasted back there. They're dropping like flies because they're pretty much overworked.
And all the Solomon Thomas and Achille Witherspoon haters. Solomon Thomas, I watched some film. Somebody was breaking down his film. We was in a wide 9 playing against the Water Chickens. Solomon Thomas came through the middle like lightning.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson got like a 20-something yard pass down the sideline. That offensive lineman was holding him the whole time he got called back.
Hey,
he would have slammed Russell Wilson if that dude wasn't holding him.
Is that the clip that the analyst pointed out and Thomas is being held right there? I love when the analysts point out what the referees didn't see during the time. You can watch clips of also DeForest Buckner. They put guys put full headlocks on DeForest Buckner. The referees, it's like the referees think it's unfair. So you give the offensive lineman a break or something. I don't get the no calls. So, you know.
And Achille Witherspoon, before he got hurt, it was like 8 of 24 catches that he allowed.
Okay, you noticed it too. I'm not crazy. Yeah. I know. Before he got hurt. The last couple of games.
It was like 4 games right before he got hurt. The last 4 games before he got hurt.
And did you see him sealing his man up against the sidelines and turning his head around and stride for stride, keeping his hip to hip to. I was not dreaming. I was not asleep. I seen Achille Witherspoon playing decent coverage. I knew it. You saw it, right?
Yeah, I seen it.
So I'm not scared of Achille coming into the game. Not now. He had to. Somebody said he starts off like that.
Can teach him some stuff.
And then he's going to learn from Jason Verrett no matter what. Just being on the same field.
Him and Sherman, you know.
I think he learned some things from Sherman last year. That's why we seen him coming on toward the end of the season. I think he was finally starting to get it before he got hurt. Because I seen him make a couple of plays.
And the Solomon Thomas thing, losing a baby. My baby mama had like 3 miscarriages. Okay, but losing your sister is totally different.
Yeah, because you've been around her all your life.
And you have to remember when he missed training camp because of school, and then last year that happened to his sister. You know.
Yeah. No, I quit picking on him.
If they put him in a defensive tackle, he's not that bad.
And I saw that clip. Somebody sent me that video. Thomas on the inside is where he should have been the whole time. The 49ers have been trying to figure out where to put him because they had to jostle people around. They thought Solomon's of enough speed that we could try to put him on the edge. Remember, they tried to put everybody on the Leo spot at least once, except for DeForest Buckner, which they probably should have tried. But yeah, that's Solomon Thomas needs to be in the middle. It's going to be tough this year, though, Hulk. The competition on the inside is going to be ridiculous. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Solomon may
And
be
as
able to
much as
rise.
I hate to say, if Cardinals do get Kyler Murray, then we're getting Bosa.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know how you feel about that, but Hulk does not like Ohio State products.
Hey,
so.
I don't like Ohio State. I don't like Bosa, but if he's on the 49ers, I got to cheer for him,
Well, yeah, I mean, once those guys put on a uniform, it's like me on draft night when we got Solomon Thomas. I mean, I was fit to be tied. But then I was worried that, remember his agent wouldn't help him finish? By that agent is the same agent that Nick has. I was worried that Solomon wasn't going to be on the field on time. And Solomon finally went and called him off so he could make the first day of we were already through with OTAs. Anyway, Solomon called his dog off. Came on out. And I was so delighted. I was relieved when Solomon finally got back out there. So, once they put on the red and gold, hey, that's our guy. You got to support him.
Yep.
So
I would love to get like a wide receiver to take it too if we didn't get a safety.
Yeah.
That's Jimmie Ward, then
Who wins between Carr? You know what? It's going to be between the defensive coaches and Kyle. And you know who wins that battle? Kyle. Yeah, I'm a wide receiver. Hulk, man, always good. Great to hear from you, fam. I'll be back tomorrow, huh?
All right.
All right, bro.
Go Niners.
Yeah. And we lateral to the left, shimmy to the right, pirouette toward Tyler.
My man.
Tyler, man, as you know, tonight, the the second round pick. We've already talked about the first round to death. And you know what? Tomorrow we ought to think about what will we do in the third round. I'm gonna do my mock tonight. I think I'm gonna do my mock and be ready on Wednesday with that. I tell you, man, this is fun stuff. But Tyler, what do you got going on in the second round?
I mean, on my mock drafts I had.
Wait, Tyler, this just in. Roger Villaneda, he says he just saw Jimmy G at Hooters, and he said we're going to undefeated next season. But I want to know, Roger, what were you doing at Hooters, and why was Jimmy there? The food
Keep
ain't
it in
that,
your pants, Jimmy.
The
Keep
food
it
ain't that good at
private,
Hooters.
I can't tell. I wouldn't be surprised if he's being serious.
I know. But Tyler, what were you going to say? I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead.
For my mock draft, I had Paris Campbell.
That's right.
I mean, but I was also watching, what's that dude's name? The Arizona kid. I keep forgetting his name. N'Keal Harry.
N'Keal Harry.
I was watching him.
Yeah.
I was watching him. Dude doesn't, I mean, like, all these jump ball guys, man, not my style anymore. Like, I used to be a big fan of
peak of the league guys.
Running.
Yeah.
I used to be a big fan of the big body dudes. I used to be a big fan of the running quarterbacks because that's what we had. Kyle Shanahan has introduced me to a new era of football that, like, I mean, I want guys who are fast and they can gain separation. And Deebo Samuel fits that for me.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel fits that for me.
Mm.
I really like him. I think he's a plug and play. I honestly think, I mean, I can't wait to see him down the road in like his second and third years in the system. But I think him and Trent, I don't want to say they'd be battling for it because I honestly think Deebo is better than Trent Taylor. But
you think they run
it's not
Deebo out of the
necessarily
slot?
fair. Yeah.
Deebo actually
I mean,
can run. You know what? Deebo can run the entire route. You don't have to have him in the slot. You can put him on the edges.
Isn't he a slot receiver, though?
Not from what I can see. I was watching him. He can line up in the slot, but he's not ideal. If I'm going to put between the two of them, Trent's got the best quickness, short range quickness. He can shake a defender faster than anybody.
I like Trent when he's healthy.
Yeah, he might be.
I mean, his back was screwed up. I don't know what he would have looked like, but remember we saw little flashes. The preseason, he had that game against Houston. Honestly, people say preseason doesn't matter, but it shows you some things that you could be.
Yeah, well,
now,
you get to see,
he had
you
a few
see what it
catches.
looks like.
Yeah, he had a few catches. That was the game that Jimmy G went like 10 out of 12 and a touchdown.
Mm.
And like people say, preseason doesn't matter. I like watching the preseason. Okay.
No, I do too.
So,
I can't wait till it starts.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what's kind of eerie? Jimmy G got injured in week 3, right, against the Chiefs at Arrowhead. We played the Chiefs in week 3 of the preseason.
Yeah.
At Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
And that just so happens to be the game where our starters will play a whole half.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens to be the dress rehearsals. So Jimmy will get the most. Like if that had been like week 1 or week 2 of the preseason, we wouldn't have seen him that much. But because like you know how Kyle likes to do it, he likes to have the first game you do one series, the second game the starters do a whole quarter, the third game the dress rehearsal where they play a whole half.
Guarantee it won't happen. Not this year. Jimmy will be out there for like 2 or 3 snaps. And from that point on, I haven't seen enough. Let's get CJ and Nick, and they're going to finish this game up because I want to look at them anyway. I guarantee you, Jimmy will be out there for maybe a small percentage of the first quarter. I'll go that far.
I don't think so. I think because Kyle said he might get. He said he might put Jimmy and Jarek out there for longer. In the
they need to build some chemistry, though.
Do.
That's true.
He said he'd put them out there for their own confidence and their mental state. You know, because they haven't been on the field in a while. So
they need to work some chemistry out. That's
and
true.
also like I honestly think he probably just by that he probably just means in the first game he'll probably have Jimmy out there for like 2 or 3 series as opposed to just 1.
Yeah.
And then the second game he'll have him play a little over a quarter. The third game he'll just play the half and then be done with it like they would.
But man, I tell my offensive linemen, listen, no matter what, I don't care if you get flagged, kicked out of the game. If they fine you, we'll take care of it. You see anybody go in there, Garoppolo, I want you to do whatever you have to do to make sure it doesn't happen. What?
I just don't think
what I said,
it's not that. I don't think it's like that though. Come on. It's not like he hasn't gotten hurt from getting sacked.
I just don't want any possible, in preseason. Okay, regular season, we play to win. It doesn't matter what happens. I'm just saying, if you see some guy trying to build a reputation for himself, and he's gotten free, and he's going at Garoppolo at 100 miles an hour, and you see Garoppolo's not going to see him, you got to take him out. That's all there is, bottom line.
I honestly, if Jimmy goes down, I'm not going to be worried. You know why? I saw this video of this quarterback training thing, and Nick Mullins has been getting after it.
I saw that. Yeah, he's ready.
He's been going after it crazy. Just
CJ's
perfect. Oh, my gosh. I am not worried at all if Jimmy goes down. Nick Mullins is getting after it. Like, he missed some things that really pissed me off. But, like, he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be really upset if Jimmy gets hurt. I'll obviously be really upset if Jimmy gets hurt. But am I going to be worried?
Yeah.
Maybe a little. It's not going to – I will be confident in Nick because Nick is getting after it. And any guy that's going to get after it and bust his tail like that.
Work as hard as Nick.
Yeah,
and
he's
you can
just
see in
working.
his face, Tyler. The guy looks intense. It's like he will not be denied. I like that.
He has earned my respect.
Nick is fierce.
Any guy that will get anybody in this world I can just see the work ethic and they're just getting after it. You've earned my respect. I see some people like that in the weight room at school.
Yeah.
Like there's this guy who's a senior that I would lift with, and he was a quarterback last year. He just gets after it, man, and it's just inspiring. It's good to work with guys like that. It pushes me to my limits too.
You got it, because there's nothing fun about being in the weight room. So if you don't have that attitude, you may as well not even go in. So.
Oh, it is fun. I mean, like power cleans and stuff. That stuff's fun to me.
Is that fun for you?
Yeah.
You must be the kind of guy that likes to do squats too. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather bench and do power cleans and squats. But
well, that's what I'm saying. The only fun thing is benching, but man, squats is agony. I mean, as soon as you go down there and that little humming sound gets in your ears.
Unless you're Kentavius Street.
I want to Kentavius. Man, hey, Dad, we're out of time, though. Hey, let me see you tomorrow, huh?
Yep. All right. I'm going to do my outro.
All right.
Solomon Thomas needs to stay in the middle. That's where he belongs.
Yeah.
Niner Empire, Niner for life. Jimmy G, stay away from them hoes, man.
Is that Hooters?
Stay away from the hoes, Jimmy. We love you. Get married, have yourself some beautiful kids. Play bum.
Tyler, good night, Tyler. Oh, God. Tyler's going to be a great family man, ain't he? All right, Nighthawk. Nighthawk, are you awake? Nighthawk, lullaby and good night. Dream of 49ers mile high. Super Bowl 54. Hey, are we in Super Bowl 54? That's coming up, right? I gotta finish writing this tune for Nighthawk. It's important that we get him into a deep coma-like sleep. He needs his rest. Hey, Panama Queen, how you doing, girl? God, I saw you yesterday too. I meant to say hi to. I want to say hi to Kim Boutro. What did I get the Boutro? Was it Buso Boutro? Wait. Kim Boutro. I get Kim's name, but I like her name. It's Have you ever been to Louisiana? There's a lot of Creole names. It's almost like Boutte. It's a Boutro. Maybe Kim might be from Louisiana. And let's see, Debbie was already in here. Hey, Taryn Lewis saying, Ronbo, what Niners have asked safety to do over the last few years has changed. That's true, huh? Taryn, and that is one of the issues. I wish the 49ers would draft people and let them come in and do what they do from the reason why you draft them. I'll actually never forgive them for what they did to Tank Carradine. I mean, we got on Tank's, boy, we worked Tank over for years. But the 49ers, NFL says you need to have some versatility. We need to be able to move you around, and you need to be efficient and excel, or else maybe this is not your line of work. So, I want to see Jimmie. I want to see him get a shot at safety. He's got to beat out. AC says, wait a minute, whoa. I can't help that, man. I got to do my job. If I can win the job, I'm going to win the job. So AC's going to be in there trying to take him out. And who knows, DJ Reed may be a bad man. We're going to see. DJ Reed likes to play the corner too, though. Miguel Cuevas, it says, can you give my daughter Destiny and wife Tanya? Hey, Destiny! Tanya, what's up? Derek Dawson says, sup? See what worked out Jalen Hurd. Yep. Kyle knows what's up. He is the best weapon. 6'5", can play running back. I thought I was kind of, I said, this must be a typo. A 6'5" running back? A 6'5" running back. Derrick Henry, look out. We got something for that ass. 6'5" running back and wide receiver combo. Y'all talk about a short ass running back to slot. We can motion the 6'5". Man, Jalen Hurd. And I didn't even know that Jordan Matthews was going to be coming out of the slot. I thought he was an edge guy too. Can you imagine your prototypical slot receiver looks like K'Wan Williams? They got to be quick and short because usually your slot receiver is kind of a smaller, quicker dude. You need somebody to keep up with him. Can you see them long dudes running down the field and K'Wan trying to help? Can you do that? You need help? Oh, I told y'all I need a little help. You need a little more height is the problem, man. We can't do your job and ours, all right? You can't handle it, then just sit your ass down. So that's going to be very interesting. Hey, go hard. Say, thoughts how you do it. Don't break up that continuity. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yep. Yeah. See, that's why. And that has, and connect that with, like I say, John Lynch and them is bringing people in, but people got to take jobs, and 49ers are going to be just throwing people out for no reason, just because they drafted you. I think that's not going to be the whole card this time. Donnie Montana, 49er hitter. This is what's up, and the Empire checking in from the 818 Niners. Salute. Mad Mardigan 168. Oh, have a wonderful night, fam. Mad Mardigan, you too, man. And Otis Reynolds says Solly is not better than Blair at this point. Why Blair gets no love is mind-boggling. Otis, you know how I feel on this? I said this when I was arguing with the Solomon train 2 years ago. I love Solomon Thomas now that he's a 49er, but I said back then, I said Ronnie Blair has got mountains of potential. That boy needs more snaps. It went on and brought Solomon in anyway, and I like Ronald Blair. I don't think anybody can. I really think the 49ers like Ronnie Blair, too. Ronnie Blair, if he plays 5 or 6 games, a quarterback is going down. His ratio, I'd love to know if Ronnie Blair played every game, a certain amount of snaps, I'd love to see what his production would look like. I love me some Ronnie Blair. And not because his name is Ronnie. Well, Yamin's been here. Yamin said, Washington, we want our damn draft picks brought to you by Niner Empire. Does Washington owe us for Reuben Foster? If Reuben Foster just goes buck wild in this coming season, boy, we get to see him too. We go play. Man. Don't we see them early in the schedule? Jerry Fresh, what's up? He says, Jerry says, somebody get Ronbo some food. Looks like he ate 8 weeks. Tell you what, after I get through, I'm definitely going to be doing some eating, too. Bradley Gilbert says, J.R. Single Whiteside is my third option after A.J. Brown or Harry. I think Whiteside gets a lot of love. Maybe because he's a Stanford product, and he's right down the road. We see him a lot. Cindy says, Josh Allen is not a scheme fit. He's a 3-4 OLB. We run a 4-3 defense. And pretty much that's what he's still actually developing, too. If you're going to get him out of that scheme, it's like you're going to start over almost. He probably won't be bad. But it's probably asking too much to get him to just come right in unless you're going to put him at the Sam. And I guess nobody drafts for the Sam that high in the draft. And he ain't going to be around. He's gone in the first 5 picks. Because for what he does, he's good at it. If you go check out the OLB charts, he's number 1, no doubt about it. DE, he's actually behind Ja'Kai White. Ja'Kai White. Ja'Kai Polite. I don't make the rankings. I'm just telling you what it says. Daniel Andre says people just need to be happy with who Lynch chooses. I want Bosa, but if he chooses IHOP or Allen, I'd be happy. Got some ungrateful people in this family for grow up. Okay, let's not get any more fights if necessary, guys. Well, you know what? Try to help your brother out, your Niner brother, and keep these conversations civilized, guys. We get carried away. We're getting pissed off with each other. This is why you rarely see me getting involved in any of the battles that are going on between Niner fam. It's like, if you're having a fight with your brother and your little sister or your other brother comes in and gets on one or the other side, you'll be mad at him too, right? That's why I'm hoping we can work these things out amongst us. All right, fam? Please, give it a shot. Michael Hurst says, hey, go live for the draft. God, yes. Oh, I wouldn't be any other place, fam. I'll see you there, Mike. Patrick Collins says, I think Thomas and Armstead are both good players and good at what they do. Not super Pro Bowl, but solid. They were, of course, drafted too high, both of them. And a lot of people say they probably should have been drafted at a lower position as well. Jesus Christ, I say A.J. Brown will be a Niner or in Kill, Harry. That's probably true, too. One or the other. Deebo could be in the mix, too. Because Kyle worked with him in the Senior Bowl. Bloodshot I. Let's see what it is. Bloodshot.I. A.J. Harry over Marquise Brown and Metcalf. That's what I think the 49ers see it that way, too. Chris Wall says we're coming away with a defensive playmaker and a quality defensive piece in the first 2 rounds. Fam, I just want to say, before I see you tomorrow, can we please, the rhetoric amongst us needs to be more pleasant. Let's not judge people. Commentron, I'm talking to you too, fam. Come on, man. If you're a 49er fan, can we be reasonable? Ain't nobody picking up players because we know they're haters. And none of us are siding with any racist, all right? That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're about, all right? If he comes to the team, you go hate on him the whole time is with the team. Yeah, he may have said some things that probably weren't agreeable with everybody. But come on, man. Come on. You got to attack others just because of that, too. Fam, hit that like, though. And I tell you what, I'll be looking for you tomorrow, too. Wait, let me Mr. Rogers, one tomorrow. I know. Whoa, hey. I know. Throw the flag on Ronbo, man. Niners!